team as well as individually.
And they'll have to get used to it at some point. That second game will feature the Florida Vipers against the Manzer Black, the 3 p.m. game. And then, of course, as we mentioned, the 6 o'clock game, that is to be determined. Back in action, 5 minutes left. TMS with the ball. Floats it up, and the alley-oop attempt, no good. There's your boy Adowu again, but he couldn't handle it. And back the other way, an and one possibility. There is George Anderson driving to the lane, puts it in and gets fouled.
I tell you, Rollins over with Team Maurice Bates Elite, he has a lot of length to him. A big wingspan. When he's dribbling the ball, his fingers can almost touch the hardwood.
Anderson will shoot one more. And he is too far right on it. So 61-54, the score remains. CBA down by 7. TMS looking to improve its lead. Baseline drive. Now back up top.
We saw a little bit more pressure there, too.
Rollins works around a pick, spin move across Vines, and now backs it up looking for help. Rollins looking to pass as he's working against Vines, and Vines fouls him. Vines a little too handsy, says the referee.
Looking for an explanation.
So
he didn't think he drew that foul. They never do, though, right?
No. So Rollins, with the bonus in effect, will head to the line.
Now, as a reminder, the bonus does happen after 7 fouls, and then you have a double bonus after 10 fouls. Each player is allowed 6 personnel fouls per game.
Makes the front end. And that improves the lead to 62-54.
Really enjoyed how competitive the games have been today.
Makes both, so 63. So a 9-point lead for TMS. 4:20 to go. CBA looking to come back here. Moving right to left, there's Howell.
They're aware of the shot clock. Time is not their friend right now. They're rolling the ball up right there.
Kevin Moore with the ball. Now corner shot for 3 is too short by Anderson. Rebound TMS. CBA will look for a steal. 4 minutes to go. Open shot for 3, too short left side. But a rebound, there's Adowu. Adowu with the board, and he gets fouled.
He just stays doing things.
There's the matchup you wanted, Adowu and Lewis. And Adowu will head to the free throw line.
Sometimes you got to match size with size.
We bring in Kevin Schneider now. Kevin is one of the leaders of this Big Shots, the leader of this Big Shots tournament. Can you tell us more about this?
Exciting event here, guys. It's great having you courtside. And we have a lot of talented teams. Teams coming from over 14 states coming down here to South Beach, taking their talent to South Beach, as they say.
As one Mr. James once said.
Yeah, and exciting atmosphere.
Kevin, tell me more about this Adowu kid. This guy has been dominating this game.
He's a big body. That's a good matchup, he and Lewis, too.
Makes the first free throw.
Lewis had an outstanding session 1, had 38 versus the Vipers, and a standoff versus Darius Days, who we'll see later this evening, top 30 player nationally. But Adowu's impressive with his frame and body, and obviously you see his stroke here at the line.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think once they brought in Adowu, that was the minute the game changed.
Yeah.
He was the first one here for the team this morning, so you knew he was ready to go.
In the gym early. I like it. I like it. I like it.
He was here at 8:45. I think his game obviously was scheduled here at 12, so he was ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The CBA down by 10 with 3:50 to go. Here's Anderson, finds a man near corner. There's Howell, lays it up for 3, too short. Rebound, Spates team.
Now, Kevin, you have a lot of experience watching these kids play multiple games over multiple days. How do they combat the amount of pressure that's on them for the situation they're in, knowing who's watching, with the tired legs and just the general fatigue that they have playing this many games?
See, I feel like this is where scholarships are earned. You got to dig deep in the tank and figure out who really has the energy to make it through July. Everybody's tired, coaches, staff, obviously the team. You got to dig deep and play big in games like this because obviously coaches here are courtside watching it.
Kevin Moore drills a 3. It's now a 9-point game. 3 ball up. That's good. It's raining threes here. Angelo Johnson's turn there.
You see the crowd building here as well. People getting really into this game right here. Excited to see this.
The 17s are starting to pile in here. You'll see them on court 1 the remainder of the day.
Another 3. That's Howell.
Howell was an all-star in session 1, number 30 for CBA out of Maryland.
Brandon Howell. So keep that name in your mind.
And now, Kevin, for people listening right now on Sports Radio America, if they want more information on this, they can just go to bigshots.net.
Bigshots.net. We do stats on every game. That's a big thing we offer for these teams is the ability to have stats on every game. So you click brackets, you'll be able to follow the schedule, the tournament, and stats of every player in the event. Also, Big Shots Nation on Twitter, over 26,000 followers. We do a tremendous job of media coverage every event we have nationally on publicizing these players. So our recruiting services, and it has a big following, and definitely follow that on Twitter at Big Shots Nation.
10-point game, 70-60.
I like this young man, Rollins. A little bit quiet for the second part of the game, but he's really come back on strong.
72-60, Spates team in front. There's Howell again, and it's too short. Rebound Adowu, stolen away by Vines. Vines on the right elbow, drives under. He's smothered by Adowu, but he finds a way around him and lays it in.
I've been impressed with DeJuan Small, number 4.
Mm-hmm. As are we.
He's had the hot hand. He's lit it up here. He's hit 8+ threes, I know.
8, really? Wow.
8 threes for number 4, DeJuan Small.
I know it's been a lot. I've called his name quite a few times.
Absolutely. Good reason.
I mean, we were coming into yesterday where the top 3-pointers are made by one player was 12. I think he's got to be up there now, right?
He's up in the mix. We'll see Luke Thomas later today. He had 13 threes, set the Big Shots record earlier this year.
Wow.
In one game.
Who's the one player at this tournament right now that might not be on a lot of the average listener's mind, but a lot of coaches and scouts are here to watch?
David Didinko. He plays for 305 Elite. He plays next. He's one to watch. He's 6'7", pick and pop forward. Can really shoot it. Texas Tech's been in to see him. Louisiana Tech, Cornell, Ole Miss, Rice. So he's had a good following here at Big Shots for the Live. Look for his recruitment to really pick up.
David Didinko, okay. Under 2 minutes to go in game 1. TMS leads by 10, and a whistle sounds.
Spence and I always talk about stretch 4s, and he's definitely that stretch 4 you like.
Love stretch 4s, especially when they have their footwork together. Pick and pop jumper. Oh my God.
Well, you can't win in the NBA without one.
Exactly. I mean, those stretch 4s are really, replacing, like you were saying, Tim. They're actually replacing centers. You know, the viability, being able to get up and down the court, very mobile. It's a fast-paced game now. You got to get up a certain amount of shots a game,
and being able to switch defensively.
That too. Be able to at least check 3 positions, if not 4.
Our listeners, be sure to tune in to watch Darius Days. Listen in on Darius Days. He's a mix of a Kawhi Leonard and a Draymond Green.
Oh, now don't tease me too much.
Oh, my God.
That'll coming up at 3 o'clock today.
Yes.
Darius Days from the Florida Vipers.
Ooh, can't wait.
North Carolina's coming in today. The national champions will be courtside. Indiana.
Wow.
LSU.
Yeah.
Louisiana State, Louisiana Tech.
Lots of scouts in attendance today.
Now, I was reading the Florida Vipers in 2016 that 99.9% of their student athletes earned a college scholarship.
That's nuts.
Does that mean one kid didn't?
Pretty much.
You got to figure out who that one player was.
The guy that didn't show up at the gym, probably.
That's who it was.
Maybe it was an injury.
But Brandon McDay, love to have him on air. He does a tremendous job. Florida Vipers. Obviously, he's part owner here at the facility. He does a great job at the Viper Pit, DS Sportsplex, and has one of the premier programs in the country every year, the Florida Vipers. Brandon McDay does an outstanding job.
Ray Adowu knocks in both free throws. It's back to an 11-point lead for Spates. And a foul on the other side.
Is that a charge? Did you just take a charge also? Adowu, I'm telling you, watch that kid.
Adowu.
He just took a charge at 6'8".
So back with an 11-point lead. TMS has the lead with a minute and a half left. CVA looking to get the ball back. There's Adowu, lays it in.
That's your man.
I mean, that is
long
back on the other side. Oh
Howell.
my God, he almost
long pass, and Adowu almost got there to block it, but Howell makes the 2.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I was fully expecting to come into this game and have Terrence Lewis just steal the show.
Yeah, right. But
right,
no,
that's what we were talking about.
It's a kid named Small, and it's a kid named Adowu instead.
And what's wild, too, is you look at CVA, and they have so much more length.
Yes, they do.
On virtually every position. Now with Adowu playing center, that's a problem for them. But virtually every position they've been able to match up really well, if not just have the size advantage.
But the thing is, Tim, this kid Adowu came in, and he's like the spark plug. He's getting back on defense. He's taking charges. He's 6'8". I mean, I'm sitting there like, you usually expect that type of leadership from your guards and whatnot. The minute he came in, the entire team changed. The entire mentality of the team changed. He started getting on the ground and fighting for loose balls. I mean, I'm loving what I see in that kid.
Louisiana Tech's courtside, Tony Skinn, outstanding player. George Mason is assistant down at Louisiana Tech. That's who they're in to see. Number 40, Adowu.
Oh, he's a young man, too. So you were saying he's a 6'8" power forward right now. You got to wonder if he grows. Is he playing center in college and in the NBA?
The game's changed so much, so that becomes the guy you're running with at the 5 spot at most levels.
DeJuan Small makes both free throws. Back the other way, CBA misses a shot. And with the ball again, under a minute to play, CMS has the lead. Up by 13. Near side dribble is Rollins. Rollins back around the dribble, working against Vines.
Laundry on the deck.
Rollins takes it himself off the glass. No good, but there's the almost, what do you call it? Adowu almost had the rebound. Couldn't get the word out of my mouth. That was a shot for 3, no good from Kevin Moore. Rebound TMS. Ball knocked out of bounds. This will go off of CBA. So TMS with the ball in the lead. 27 seconds to go.
Now, TMS, I have been extremely impressed with Rollins. He's got a great handle. He's playing the point guard position right now, 6'2", a little bit undersized. He's still young, a lot of room to grow, but he's got a great feel for the game.
25 seconds to go. TMS with the lead. Floater is up, and that's good. Another 2 points for DeJuan Small.
Now they're just rubbing it in.
16-6 to go. Letting it fly for 3. Howell knocks it in. Why not?
Here.
And Howell right there to try and fight for the rebound.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
CityView Sportscast is proud to bring you Mineral Ridge Rams football on the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week. And now from the stadium with tonight's call, here's Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch.
The Friday night lights are shining in Pepper Pike, Ohio. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on to CityView Sportscast, a proud member of the iMedia One Network. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you for the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week. It's the Mineral Ridge Rams and the Orange Lions. Mineral Ridge and Orange both coming into this game with a record of 1-0, a thrilling win almost at the buzzer in week 1 for the Mineral Ridge Rams as they down the Pymatuning Valley Lakers by the score of 29-22. And the Orange Lions all over the Beechwood Bison by the score of 49-0. Had the opportunity to talk to Mineral Ridge head coach Brian Shaner. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that coach's interview presented by Youngstown Orthopedic Associates.
We are joined by President's Athletic Conference Commissioner Joe Anderko. And Joe, how was your offseason?
Hey, Mark, good to talk to you as always. The offseason was good, but too quick, as usual.
And with as many sports and schools now in the conference, I'm sure it makes for a busy season for you.
It is. It's amazing how fast it goes. I mean, I can't believe this is my 18th year as commissioner already. And, I was joking with somebody at our summer meeting, how did I become one of the old guys at this? it seems like it just kind of happened. But no, it's a great time for us. I mean, obviously, we're going to talk football and the season coming up and how excited we are. But we've been adding sports. We've got a new affiliate member coming in the next year. So there's a lot of positive things happening in the PAC right now.
Now, I want to talk about one of the things you mentioned at Media Day. It was fantastic to be able to watch everything, even though I couldn't be. We are joined by President's Athletic Conference.
Welcome into the pregame show as we prepare for. Welcome into the pregame show as we prepare for week 2 of high school football in the Mahoning Valley. North Ridge is traveling up to Pepper's Pike to take on the Orange High School Lions. This is Matt Lipstack, your play-by-play voice here on CityView Sportscast. And I'm joined by head coach of the Middle Ridge Rams, Brian Shaner. This coach's interview is sponsored by Youngstown Orthopedic Associates. Coach, thanks for taking the time.
Oh, absolutely, man. Looking forward to it.
Before we take a look at the Orange Lions, what a finish to last week's game.
Yeah, it's hard to put it into words. Kind of hope we weren't in that position, but, our boys, that's kind of what defines us. There's never any quitting these guys, and they put in a lot of hard work. I'm not going to say we played our best football, but, with the last 38 seconds, I think our boys did.
You didn't even need all 38 seconds, Coach. It only took you 30 to go 92 yards.
You know what? I'm going to say it was a great couple plays, great couple throws, but we can't go into this week hanging our hat that we're going to be able to pull games out like that.
Speaking of those couple of throws, you brought in Owen Shieldbecker Cole to run that final drive. What kind of led to that decision?
Well, I knew they were going to high-low or double coverage Brady. I knew if we didn't get someone else in the game, because Herb's just that phenomenal athlete. He's a great wide receiver, great back. He kind of ran the offense for us throughout the whole game. So I kind of just said, with us having to throw the 4 verts, I needed another guy out there that could stretch the field. And, the first ball did go to Herb, and we got the pass interference call. And Owen got a great arm. I trusted him to kind of deliver when we got to call his number. But I kind of thought they would put more pressure on covering Brady with 2 defenders. So we were trying to get another guy in there that could make a play.
Well, Brady didn't seem to care that they had 2 defenders on him, because 2 huge catches on that drive and a touchdown earlier in the game. I mean, how big was he, not only just that final drive, but the whole game for you?
Incredible. He wants the ball. You know what I mean? He ain't shy about it. He's a great teammate. He's a great kid to coach, but he definitely wants the football. When it's in the air, it's like he owns it. And, I'm happy for him. He had a breakout game. He's only a junior. And some underclassmen wouldn't shine on that big stage. And, he's put in a lot of hard work to come up for us there. And, he got a lot of work to do to refine his skills and that, but he's a great player. And, man, I couldn't be happier for him to have that kind of night.
It seems like maybe the defense struggled a little bit in the first half, but, able to rally and only gave up 1 touchdown to Pie Valley in the second half. Can you tell us what sort of adjustments you might have made at halftime?
Well, Coach Allen's always good at halftime. He understands our defense, understands our kids, and we had a little alignment problem in the first half, and he made that adjustment at halftime, and it definitely paid off. But, I got to say, that still isn't our defense. Giving up 22 points, I think last year we gave up 22 points 1 time in 11 games. We gave up 20 4 times in 11 games, and that's just not us. We didn't tackle well. You know what? We have a good week of prep going. We just got to play better. I mean, that's not us. We're not a defense to go out and say, hey, offense, you got to score 29 to win. We'll get better. Our boys will get back to the grind, and again, we got to play our brand of football.
You are listening to the pregame coaches interview presented by Youngstown Orthopedic Associates. This is Matt Lipstack. I'm joined by Middle Ridge head coach Brian Shaner. And Coach, now looking ahead to Orange, they were big winners over Beechwood in week 1. What have you seen from the Lions watching that film?
It may be the most improved high school football team I've ever seen from 1 year to the next year. We knew they were young last year when they came down to Ridge. We knew they were going to go through a lot of growing pains last year. New coach kind of getting the foundation set. And wow, did they do it in a year. Watching them on film, they're going to cause us a lot of problems. You know, they remind me of Valley Christian a little bit with that skill set, that overall team speed. So I'm really happy we have a scrimmage under our belt like that. And, you know, you got an hour bus ride to go up and play a team that's improved and coming off a 49-0 win. So, you know, we got a tough one in front of us. And again, putting them on field, they look nothing like they did last year. They're a really refined football team. And again, if we show up and we don't tackle well, they're going to have a ton of big plays. So we're emphasizing that and just getting back to us. You know, when we take care of us, I always like Ridge on Friday nights. But if we don't play our brand of football, this is a really improved football team.
It looks like you're going to be going up against another read option quarterback, like against Valley Christian in the scrimmage, and a little bit like last week against Pie Valley. What kind of challenges does that bring to your defense and your defensive coordinator, Chet Allen?
Well, we got to play aggressive. You know, I can tell you right now, the heat got turned up on our boys this week. We got to get back and we got to be us. We got to tackle well. We got to fly to the football. We got to assert our dominance. And again, play our style of defense. We have 9 guys back on that defense that started last year, and there's no reason why we can't play our style of defense. They got to get after these guys. We got to tackle well. And again, we got to be the aggressor. We cannot catch horns like we were standing back and catching Pie Valley. And I'm not taking nothing against Pie Valley. They were aggressive. They dominated with their strength and their determination. Again, we got lucky to pull it out at the end. It's great to be 1-0, but we got to get back to what we do well, and that's being aggressive.
So, Brian, one last thing before I let you go. Mineral Ridge will win this game if. Finish that sentence for me.
We play Mineral Ridge defense. If we go out and we play our style of defense, Mineral Ridge can win this game.
Outstanding. Coach Tanner, thank you so much for taking the time. We're going to go ahead and throw it to a break. This was the pregame coach interview presented by Youngstown Orthopedic Associates. You are listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
All right. We're going to go ahead and take a time out here. Just about 5 minutes left before the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff here at Lewis Black Stadium. So we will be back in 3 minutes here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network for the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics. Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated.
With over 30 years of experience, BADURIK'S Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at justicedairycove.com to see our menu. At Justice Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season. Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium, Pepper Pike, Ohio, for the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School football game of the week. Matt Lipsack here with you on CityView Sportscast, proud part of the iMedia One Network, and bringing my partner Matt Emsch. Matt, good evening, sir. How are you? It is a pleasure to be back here on CityView Sportscast.
I am so excited to be back here for game number 2. Week 2 just came here in the blink of an eye. I felt like we were here just a second ago for week 1. I love doing it with you again. Matt and Matt show back in action. I think we're going to see an amazing game tonight with these two teams, both 1-0. Of course, both looking to go 2-0. Both very hungry to have a good playoff season. And there's only one way to do that: keep winning games.
And Orange, as you heard from Coach Shaner in the Youngstown Orthopedics Associates coaches interview, we expect maybe to see a high-powered offense here. Alex Ford at quarterback, running the read option. Obviously, he gave Beechwood a whole lot of fits last week, a 49-0 win for the Orange Lions. But, you know, like we also heard, the defense maybe got taken to the woodshed this week in practice.
Yeah, they gave a drubbing there, but you know what? There were things that happened that were good and bad for both teams. And just like you said, there was some woodshedding going on. And anybody that doesn't understand what that means, it means that the coaches have taken their players and really put them through the ringer during the week of practice to make sure that they don't make any of the mistakes that they had last week.
Mineral Ridge won the toss, and they are going to receive. So they will be on offense first. Let me scroll back through my text messages, and we'll get you the starting lineups for the offense for the Mineral Ridge Rams under the direction of head coach Brian Shaner. Starting at quarterback will be Ian Erb, number 14. Running back will be number 4, Jacob Russell. Our wideouts are going to be number 3, Julian Rossi. And number 11, Ethan Pemberton. And, of course, number 9, Brady Balestrino, who lit up the Pie Valley Lakers last week for 2 touchdowns. And, of course, the game winner with 8 seconds left. It looks like we're about to kick off here at Lewis Black Stadium. We'll try to get you the rest of the starters if we're able. But right now, it's going to be Caleb Steed back to kick. And that kick is going to be fielded by Erb at the 19-yard line. Erb up ahead, hits the 30, 35, runs into some tacklers, and he's going to go down at about the 38-yard line. And that will be where Mineral Ridge puts the ball into action.
You know, that's a great spot to start, obviously, from. And I would not want to be anybody on that other team having Erb running at them. He is a big boy, and he knows how to bring the pain.
That is a large human being in Ian Erb. Don't have any official measurements, unfortunately, but I'd probably put him at 6'1", maybe a solid 200.
Guaranteed. I'd say about 225 I would put him at.
Erb in the shotgun, 5 wide receivers, actually. No, check that. That's Shingledecker. He has Erb wide open to the 35, breaks a tackle at the 30. Erb, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Rams!
All right, baby. Wow. You want to talk about a way to open up your first series? A touchdown right there. They just opened it up, scored 6 points. Wow. Back on defense. Let's put them on defense now. Shut it down and put them back on O. How more impressive, Matt, can you be than that?
I mean, 61 yards on the opening play of the game, and it's Ridge 6 and Orange nothing. Extra point pending. Out to attempt the extra point, Landon Powell. Ridge runs one more protector onto the field. Laid onto the field, Justin Sedetic. Powell, the right-footed kicker. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. And 19 seconds into regulation. It is Mineral Ridge 7 and Orange nothing. We will be back in 60 seconds. You are listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back into Lewis Black Stadium, and if you missed the kickoff, well, shame on you for 6 weeks. 19 seconds into the game, it is 7-0 Mineral Ridge, a 61-yard pass play from Owen Shingledecker to Ian Erb, untouched into the end zone.
Perfection, Matt, just pure perfection. The beatings that they took from their coaches this week for the mistakes from last week. Obviously.
Surprise onside kick, Powell recovers.
Oh my God. Wow. You want to talk about a team that is ready? The Rams are ready. They're getting the ball right back. Holy cow.
Landon Powell, the kicker. And I think they caught Orange napping there, Matt. They weren't up at the 50 like they should have been.
Yeah, I think they were more worried about in their new black and orange uniforms instead of being ready for the Rams coming here for a win.
So ball on the 45. We're going to have Shingledecker quarterback again, 5 wide receivers, twins to the left, and we have a flag just as everybody's kind of settling in. Sideline warning on Orange.
Okay.
Sideline warning on Orange.
So just a warning, no actual penalty here. Next one will be a personal foul. So, again, Shingledecker and quarterback, shotgun. Trips left, pair to the right. There's the snap. Shingledecker back to pass again, has Erb across the middle, makes the catch at the 20, and gets down to about the 12.
Now, I'm going to tell you what, I am thoroughly impressed right now with this offense by the Rams. Every single time that they touch the ball, they are doing great things. Just keep calm. At the end of that play, he got a little excited. You don't want to get a flag and move it back.
And we're going to call it a gain of 32. Oh, and there's a botch snap. Shingledecker wasn't ready.
And there we go.
And they're going to rule it a fumble.
That was a horrific mistake by the Rams. No one was ready. The center snapped the ball. The quarterback just wasn't ready at all, and they jumped on it, and they got the ball back. I'm completely at a loss right now. What happened?
Brandon Wong gets the fumble recovery, and just when it looked like Ridge was about to take a 14-0 lead, they're actually going to rule that let's see, where did he recover the fumble at? They're actually going to pick up 8 yards there. So ball at the 20 for the Lions to put the offense in motion here for the first time tonight.
Time for the defense to step it up, get the ball back.
And it's going to be Ford in the shotgun. Sidecar to the left, trips to the right. Little jump there by Ridge. I think they're going to blow the whistle. They are. Well, actually, I'm seeing the legal procedure. Yeah, it might be against Orange.
Yep.
They are going to call the Lions for the jump.
You. I will do a little thank you up here. They did a great job coming up to the line of scrimmage, scaring that offensive line. When the offensive linemen are in a little bit of a nervous state as they are right now, being behind and making all these mistakes, you get someone coming up to the line of scrimmage quick like that, and they stop, they will jump, and that's exactly what just happened.
I thought the creeper there on the right side of the defense might have gone a little bit too far, but it did draw. Actually, I think it was Brandon Wong, the man who recovered the fumble. I think he's the one that jumped.
Mm-hmm.
Again, so shotgun, sidecar to the left. This time just twins to the right. Looks like maybe a tight end to the right as well. And on the read option, they're going to go with the handoff to Russell Ty. And that is going nowhere. Looks like a loss of 2.
I'm going to tell you what, Coach Chet Allen has his boys ready. I love looking at him across the field. He is just an awesome man to look at when he is calling his defense. And his boys are fired up. They are doing nothing right now with this defense from the Rams.
All right, 2nd and 17. Lions in the pistol, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Low snap, and Ford's on it at the 2, and he just barely keeps the oncoming Bryce Rohrman from jumping on top of it as the Rams are bringing pressure from the corner.
And as we just said a couple minutes ago, when all of these mistakes just keep happening, they bring on more. And they're just in a shaken mentality right now. They're so afraid of causing more damage, they are themselves causing more damage. And look where they are right now. I mean, this would be a very bad place to be on offense. I would be much rather on defense where the Rams are.
3rd and 28, ball at their own 2. Shotgun, sidecar to the right, 4 wide receivers. Ford takes the snap. No, he's going to keep it. He gets up the middle, gets to the 10, and no further tackle by Ian Erb. So 8-yard gain, but it's going to be 4th and 20.
I'm going to tell you what, Matt, that was just a beautiful defensive series by the Rams. Coach Allen called a great defensive set there. All the players were fired up. Everybody on their responsibilities at their right spots. Everybody played perfectly.
So Brandon Wong, the lineman's actually the punter as well, fields it inside the end zone, gets away a low line drive, bounces at the 36. Herb says, I'm not touching it, as it takes an orange roll across the 45, trying to wave it forward, and it's going to die at the 46-yard line. Touchdown by Jamie Jordan of the Lions. So very nice field position as Mineral Ridge going to start the ball at the 46, and flag on the play, maybe illegal block in the back. The initial signal that I saw, we'll see what the call is.
So yeah. All of the negatives that we saw last week at the beginning of that game for the Rams, you're seeing 0 of that right now. They have made all kinds of woodshed beatings, obviously, this past week, and it obviously worked.
Just there's a flag down, waiting to see if the official is going to give us any sort of signal.
Going to wave it off? Or? Looks like he's waving it off. He just tucked it away. I don't see what's going on here.
It's tough for us to know what's going on when the officials aren't giving any sort of signal to
Nothing.
anyone. And now the Lions judge is picking up the ball. Looks like he's going to mark off 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it is a 10-yard penalty. I think a legal block in the back on the kickoff.
It would be nice, as you just said, if they would give us a little bit of an idea of what's going on instead of them looking at each other, shaking their heads.
I saw the.
Okay, I missed that.
I showed you this.
I just saw 2
Nobody
heads
listening can see us, but I believe it was a legal block in the back on Mineral Ridge. And so they mark it off 10. Still very nice field position. Ball at their own 44. As it's Shingledecker in the shotgun, going to hand it off. And up the middle comes Herb off left tackle. Gets to about the 48-yard line on a gain of 4.
I'm going to tell you what, Chase Moore came off the line that time and drove his man 5 yards down the field.
Gisson Tanner on the tackle for Orange. We'll call it 2nd and 6.
Another one of those sophomores, Chase Moore as well.
3 wide receivers, tight end lined up, and had Herb as the sidecar on the shotgun, but we're going to blow it dead. And I think I see the offside indicator. Dead ball offside on Orange. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll make it 2nd and 1.
We're seeing a lot of mistakes that you usually expect game 1 out of Orange. And as, we're here for the Rams, we'll take them.
So ball on the Orange 47. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, tight end in the backfield. Herb fakes, left, goes right on the counter, gets to open field to the 40, to the 35. Wow. He might get the corner. 25, 20, 10, 5. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
I'm going to tell you what, he looks like a man among boys right now. He is running past guys that have angles on him. He has come to play tonight. Wow, what a great run.
Gain of 42, 1st and goal for Mineral Ridge.
Let's not forget about that offensive line. If it wasn't for them opening up those holes and playing the way they are, he would not be doing what he's doing. You could have driven an ambulance through those holes.
What a huge hole it was. First and goal at the 5. Herb up the middle. Drags a tackler into the end zone. Touchdown, Mineral Ridge. 5-yard touchdown run for Mineral Ridge. And with 8:04 left in the first quarter, that S&K Painting first quarter, we'll take a look at the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. It says Ridge 13, Orange nothing with the extra point pending.
Justin Sedenik, he is the one who led the way also on that touchdown.
Powell for the extra point. Herb with the hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. So again, with 8:04 left on that S&K
From high school
Painting
to the pros
scoreboard,
and everything in
or
between,
S&K
you're listening to CityView
first quarter
Sportscast,
clock.
part of the
Jesse's Dairy
iMedia
Cove
One
Sports-
Network.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Miss an episode of By All Means, and you could miss a lot.
I have the sound up, and I appreciate the guys that do the work now. But it is with great appreciation I see what the guys do, not only the announcers, but also the players. So we've had wonderful playoffs. I mean, single, double, triple overtime games. It's been fantastic.
By All Means, Tuesdays at 5, right here on Western Reserve Radio and streaming live on westernreserveradio.com.
Bull. Then tragedy struck as his oldest son died. Not only did Tony's team not make the Super Bowl that year, but he was forced to deal with one of the hardest things a parent will ever have to face. Just 6 weeks later, after the Colts were eliminated from the playoffs, Tony spoke at an Athletes in Action breakfast the morning before the Super Bowl. In this inspiring speech, Tony shared how he dealt with the loss of his son and the lessons he's learned from his other two sons.
I want to talk about something that's very important to me. And I want to talk about my relationship with Christ, what God has done in my life, and some of the things that I've seen him do. And I know as a football coach, it's oftentimes better to use illustrations than to talk. With our team, I can show one video clip of a play that an opponent is going to run, and it's much better than me talking for 15 minutes. So I'm going to illustrate three things that I've learned about the Lord, and I'm going to use my boys to illustrate that. I'm going to start with my middle son, Eric. He's 14 years old. He looks more like me than my other two boys do. As a matter of fact, he looks so much like me. When I look at him, I see myself at 14, and I see a lot of the same things. Eric is very, very competitive, ultra competitive. He's focused on sports to where it's almost a problem. Now, those of you that see me now would say, wait a minute, that doesn't sound a lot like you. But it was me at 14. And when people talk about me being composed and calm on the sideline, my buddies laugh because that's not the guy they remember. I was the guy that got the technical fouls, that got thrown out of the games, that got in the fights. I quit the team my senior year because I had a disagreement with the coach. And now when people ask me, how do you stay so calm on the sideline? I really have to tell them it is Christian maturity, okay? And it's Christ working in me. It's not natural. It didn't happen overnight. It was a process. So when I look at Eric now at 14 and I look at myself, that's one of the things I know about God. I know how powerful his spirit is. I know that he can change people. And I know that he'll do that if we allow him to. And I really believe he's going to do that with Eric as he grows. Second way I've seen God's hand at work is through our youngest son, Jordan. He's 5 years old. Jordan was born with a rare, very, very rare neurological condition. It's called congenital insensitivity to pain. There's only 2 or 3 cases in the whole United States. It's a little more prevalent in other countries, but there's only been about 3 diagnosed in the United States. And basically what happens, he's missing the conductors that allow the nerve signals to go from his body to his brain. And that sounds like it's good at the beginning, but I promise you it's not. Okay? We've learned a lot about pain in the last 5 years since we've had Jordan. And we've learned that some hurts are really necessary for kids. Pain is necessary really for kids to find out the difference between what's good and what's harmful. Jordan loves cookies, and cookies are good for you. But in his mind, if they're good out on the plate, they're even better in the oven. And so he will go right in the oven if my wife's not looking when she's baking them, reach in, take the rack out, take the pan out, burn his hands, okay, eat the cookie that's too hot, burn his tongue, and never feel it. And he doesn't know that that's bad for him. Okay? When we go to the park, he'll go on the slide, and all kids know it's fun to go up the slide and slide down, and he has fun doing that too. To him, it's just as much fun jumping off from the top.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers,
He has
sidecar
no fear
left
of
for
anything.
Ford.
So we constantly have to watch him.
Rams walk up a couple, fumble, Ford on
We've
the
also
step,
learned
jumped
that
on by
pain
Mineral Ridge.
actually helps the body heal.
Big time jump.
Something I didn't know
That's
until
what you
talking
always
with the
talk about.
doctors, that you get
Sometimes
an
you have to
injury.
depend on that one
Your
guy
brain
who's going to
senses
step
there's
up, your
pain
star.
there, and
That's
it
going to step
sends
up
the
and
right
get the ball
healing
back.
agents
They had a
naturally
good
to that spot
series going
because
for
it
them.
senses
Looked
something's
possibly
wrong.
like they might put
Without
some
that
points on the
sensation
board.
of feeling
You
something's
had
wrong,
somebody
Jordan's
step it
body
up,
doesn't send
ball back to
those
the
healing
Rams.
agents, and
Let's get
consequently
some more
he's got
points,
cuts from
baby. Let's
June
go.
and July that
Matt
haven't healed
Meunier
yet.
goes to the kitchen, pulls a
The other
turnover
thing
out of
we've
the
noticed
oven.
with him and our other 4
Mineral Ridge
kids is
ball
that
at the
pain is the
42-yard
quickest
line.
way to get your kids
We're
to
going to
come
keep
back
it right
to you.
here.
And if you have young kids, you've all
As
experienced
Ridge
that
comes out
before.
on
Hey, don't do
offense.
this, don't do that. You're going to get hurt. They
Shingle
don't
Decker
always
looks like he's
listen,
going to take the
but as soon as
shotgun
they
snap.
get hurt, they
3
come
wide
screaming back to you.
receivers. Twins to the
We've got
right.
a daughter, she's
Herb
the
the
same
sidecar,
way.
also
And
tight end in
as
the
soon as
backfield.
something happens, she runs
Snap,
and races. It's
play
very
action, Shingle
dramatic,
Decker,
but she comes
quarterback
and
draw
jumps in your
off
arm.
right side.
Jordan,
Get over the 45.
be
We'll call
careful.
it the
Don't run in the house. You're
46-yard
going to run
line.
into
Gain of
something, you'll get
4.
hurt. Bam. But he keeps on going because
Second
he
and
doesn't feel
6
the pain.
upcoming
He doesn't
for
turn
Mineral
back
Ridge.
to us all the time. So that's
First time we've seen Owen Shingledecker run the ball.
And that's the great thing about this team as well, is you have so many different weapons that they use, that Coach Shaner and his staff do such a great job at moving it around.
Shotgun again, Shingledecker. Twins right, throws the Ballestrino, passes, caught, breaks a tackle, makes a man miss 50, 45, 40, and then hauled down as he gets across the 40. Ballestrino tackled by his opposite number, Jacob Bartko.
I'm going to tell you what, he had a great game last week. He's doing a great job tonight. Everybody is just stepping up. Everybody is taking their own responsibilities. They're not worried about what anyone else next to them is doing. They're taking their responsibilities and playing it great.
16-yard gain for the Rams, 1st and 10. Little counter play for Herb, breaks a tackle, gets across the 35, and leans forward, gets close to the 30. We'll call it the 30 and a half, so gain of a little bit more than 8.
And again, just his physical presence alone. Not that anybody else on the team doesn't have great physical presence. They're all over the field for the Rams. But, man, seeing him carrying the ball coming at you has got to be a scary sight.
3 wide receivers, shotgun, Shingledecker, hands off to Herb, counter left this time, lowers the shoulder, and gets the first down as he gets to the 26-yard line on a gain of 4.
Tackle made by Chris Tables.
And he put his shoulder down into 3 players, 2 of them D linemen, and pushed them back 2 yards.
We look at the S&K Painting first quarter. Clock reads 4:30. That clock is moving. Mineral Ridge looking to add to their already 14-0 lead on the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right, that's Russell. Shingledecker hands it off. Russell, untouched to the 20, 15. Stiff arm pushed out of bounds inside the 10. First and goal, Mineral Ridge upcoming on the gain of 16.
Tell you what, Jacob Russell is a beast. He puts his head down, same thing as with Herb. He is going to put you on your back, and he has belying speed. You think he might be just one of those bruisers that you use on a lead or an off tackle? He hits the corner. He's gone.
Shotgun for the Rams. Sidecar right, trips right, single receiver to the left. Shingledecker up ahead across the 10, gets down toward the 5. Looks like you're going to mark him about the 5.5. We'll call it a game of 4 on the second and goal.
Good job by the inside linebacker, Ringerbach, Henry. He did a good job that time filling. Can't complain at all about that play.
Shotgun, trips right. Sidecar right, it's Russell, going to run the counter. Russell, run the left side. He might get in, touch the end zone. He does.
Right,
touchdown, Mineral Ridge on the 5-yard touchdown run for Jacob Russell. 3:37 left on the S&K Painting first quarter clock. It is 20-0 Mineral Ridge on that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard with the extra point pending.
Again, that offensive line is playing phenomenal. Everybody is doing their job all the way down, and then Russell just comes in, puts his head down, 6 points.
Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good.
Wow, that was close, but hey, it's good. That's all that matters.
3:37 left on the S&K Painting first quarter clock, 21-0 Mineral Ridge on the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You are listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView, part of the iMedia One Network.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week
Ball
on CityView Sportscast.
And so on the kick out of bounds, we'll see where they end up placing this for the Orange Lions.
And thank you to all of our sponsors that have done great jobs for us this year. Again, Youngstown Orthopedic Associates for sponsoring the kickoffs and everything else they've done. Heck, they got me here. So they did all kinds of surgeries on me and got me back in the booth. So thank you to them as well.
So they're going to put the ball down at the 35 for Orange on their third offensive possession. First one ended in a punt. Second one ended in a fumble. Actually, one turnover each way here in the first quarter. A high event first quarter, I believe it would be the proper description here, Matt. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, sidecar to the right. Ford takes the snap, looks right, throws right. That pass is hauled in, and he slips a tackle. On that is Eli Robinson. Gets the ball across the 45. They're going to mark him down at the 48-yard line. Gain of 13.
Robinson did a good job getting by that first tackle. If it wasn't for Jordan Moore finishing that up, he would have got a lot more out of that play.
I think Julian Rossi had a shot at the man at the line of scrimmage, but unfortunately slipped out of that tackle. 2 running backs in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Ridge packing the box. They're going to hand it off to Ty Russell. He's going to break a tackle and get up the middle, across the 40. And they're going to haul him down at the 36. It's going to be a gain of 16.
Russell is down. He just hopped up. little dinger there. You know, what happened there was confusion in the backfield there, and I think it just made everybody on the Rams defense stop for a split second. He got an opening and just took off.
Lots of confusion there at the mesh point on the read option. As you said, Matt, as there were 3 men in the backfield. All right, 4 wide receivers in the shotgun snap. Sidecar to the left. Ford looks right. On the pump, throws it, man wide open, caught, touchdown. Eli Robinson hauls it in from 36 yards out, and Orange gets on the board with 2:28 left on that S&K Painting first quarter clock. Extra point pending for the Lions.
Hey, they had a big game last week. They beat a quality opponent. They're going to do some good things. The thing that matters the most is if the Rams are just going to come back and keep doing what they've been doing offensively, shut them down, keep that score separated.
Chris Buckley on for the extra point, left-footed kicker, snap, hold, kick, good. And with 2:28 left on the S&K Painting first quarter clock, the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21, Orange 7. We're step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
Prepare for this Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. Looks like we don't have a kicking ball as our line judge coming to the near sideline carrying the football.
Set to kick it away.
Looking for the ball boy. Looking for that K on the ball.
Ian Erb and Julian Rossi back deep to receive.
They had to have just had one for the extra point, right?
Yeah, I don't know where well, it looks like they finally found it. Thank God.
All right, looks like we got Springfield 14, Brookfield nothing. Quick ticking down to the end of the first quarter. Girard 14, Liberty nothing also in the first quarter.
Big backyard rivalry there.
All right, it's going to be Tanner Tuick to kick it off. Ball on the left hash. Left-footed kicker with the run up. Drives it deep. Erb fields it at the 15, backpedals to the 12. To the 15, and the 25, and he is jumped on by number 12, Jamie Jordan. And that's where Mineral Ridge is going to put it in action. 2:21 left on that S&K Painting first quarter clock. So ball at the 25-yard line.
Lions got a little bit of life going right now. They did a good job covering that kick. It's all up on the offense right now. If that offensive line keeps playing the way that they've been playing so far, they will dominate and put some more points on the board. Let's see what goes on here.
Looks like they're actually going to spot the ball at the 26. So about a 14-yard return there for Erb on the kickoff. Shingledecker going to take the shotgun sap. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. I believe Erb is the sidecar to the left. No, check that. That's Russell. He's going to take the counter handoff, come around the right side. To the 30. Gets tripped up as he came across the 35, but falls forward for about an additional 5 yards. Gets to the 40 on the gain of 14. And a 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge.
I'm going to tell you what, if he didn't get that shoestring tackle happen there, he would have definitely got about 10 to 15 more yards because he was ready to roll on that one.
So ball to 40, shotgun again, trips left again. It's going to be Russell motioning to the right now of the quarterback, Shingledecker. I think it's Balestrino, the lone. No, that's Pemberton. Now Shingledecker going to take the ball, get to the 40, break a tackle, fall forward as he gets to the 44-yard line. So gain of 4 for Shingledecker. 2nd and 6 upcoming.
Tell you what, it started out really nice, a counter trade to the right, but the defensive lineman came through and broke it up, stopped it. It looked like it was about to open up beautifully. Got to give credit where credit is due on that D-line.
That's actually Ethan Pemberton, the lone wide receiver on the right side, is here. The handoff on the counter to Russell again across the 45, across the 50, drags a tackler to the orange 47-yard line on a first down.
Doesn't work right to one side. You run the exact same play to the other side, see how it works. That's what they did, and first down.
Gain of 9 on the carry for Russell.
Russell's having a great night so far. He is just running excellent. He's putting his head down, and he's putting some pain on some of those defensive players.
Now it's going to be Herb as the sidecar to the left of Shingledecker. 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Shotgun snap. Shingledecker looks right, throws right. Caught by Balestrino. Breaks a tackle. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Yes. Middle Ridge. 47 yards. Brady Balestrino broke one tackle, turned on the Jets. And that was all she wrote, Matt.
2 weeks in a row, he has just been lights out. They cannot stop him. When he gets the ball, he gets those running yards after the catch. Those rack yards, he is unstoppable right now.
Very late penalty flag. Is there maybe some holding downfield on the play?
Sure was a very late flag.
All right, we're going to call it actually a block in the back.
Okay, then.
So that's going to wipe out a 47-yard gain. 1st and 2 after the penalty. As Herb stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Wang, number 74. Good job. He read it perfectly, came right through on a stunt, was right on top of him.
2nd down and 2 for Mineral Ridge as we are inside the final minute on that SK Painting first quarter clock. And there's the jump by the nose tackle right in the middle. Believe that's CJ Gisson-Tanner.
Yeah.
So gain of 5 on the penalty. And that'll be 1st and 10, Mineral Ridge. Ball on the orange 37-yard line.
Great job by the Rams offensive line, keeping their heads together. They're getting some good, loud excitement going on by the quarterback calling the plays. That's how you get guys to jump.
Or I guess check that ball in the 34. I'm off by 5 yards on my math. Shingledecker looks left, throws left, and incomplete.
Little early there.
Shingledecker's pass is incomplete. Intended for Brady Balestrino.
And Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first incomplete pass of the season for Owen Shingledecker.
I think it was, and it was just it was off there. He just threw the ball a little too quick. If he would have waited a little longer, and it looked like Shingledecker actually lost some footing. He slipped on the wet turf.
5 wide receivers. Shingledecker back, looks left, now throws down the middle. He's going to overshoot Herb. Coverage provided by Eli Robinson. So 3rd and 10.
What do we always talk about? Forget about going for that home run ball all the time. Let's get a fresh set of downs. Focus on that 10 yards. Let's get the first down and forget about the 6 or 7. We don't need them right now. Let's get that fresh set.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Herb was open, but the throw was about 5 yards over his head. There was
Correct.
A window there that Herb could have caught the ball. Now Shingledecker looking right, throwing right, finds Russell, breaks tackle, gets the first down. Beautiful. As he steps out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the gain of 12.
And I just love seeing that when you focus on let's just get that fresh set of down. We will get that 6. It will come if we keep focusing on what we need to do. Keep the plays going. Forget about that big touchdown all the time.
Handoff up the middle to Herb, breaks a tackle, hauling a man to the 15, and that's where he's going to get stood up. We'll call a gain of 7. as that will do it for the S&K Painting first quarter. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says 21-7 in favor of the Mineral Ridge Rams. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
S&K, painting your house today. S&K, painting your house
S&K Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call S&K Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
S&K, painting your house today.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
We appreciate you and we welcome you back to another school year.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium in Pepper Pike, Ohio. BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week. We're getting ready to start the S&K Painting second quarter. And that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21, Orange 7. Ridge ball on the Orange 15-yard line as the Rams threatening to expand their lead back to 21 once more.
Again, I cannot talk enough good things about this offensive line this week of the Rams. They have just done completely beautiful, perfect things every time that they have come to the line of scrimmage.
Handoff up the middle to Herb, breaks one tackle to the 10, dances around a man to the 5, hauling tacklers, falls just short of the goal line. 14-yard carry for Ian Irv. First and goal, Mineral Ridge.
And he got a great hole opened up by that offensive line, but he carried, 2 or 3 defenders with him, kept going, just a smidgen shy of that goal line to get 6 points.
Shotgun, Herb, the sidecar. Twins right, handoff, Herb up the middle, touchdown, Mineral Ridge.
Wow, so impressive. I cannot say enough about this offensive line, and I have to mention, too, that goes into saying, we have an award coming up this year, the Beast Offensive Line Award that is going to go to the best offensive line in the season, and we will see who is willing to win that award this year.
Landon Powell for the extra point. Herb on the hold. Snap. Hold is good, but we've got a flag on the play. Offside on Orange.
Offsides on Orange.
I'll tell you what, man, except for that bad snap, that the kick got blocked last week, Landon Powell looks almost automatic on these extra points.
He's done absolutely phenomenal this entire game. So many mistakes made last week, as you would expect in game 1. But, man, they're playing like it's game 6 right now.
So we're going to try it again from 1 yard closer. Hold, kick, and good. 11:43 left on the S&K Painting second quarter clock. Mineral Ridge 28, Orange 7 on the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds before the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. You're listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
S&K, painting your house today. S&K, painting your house
S&K Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call S&K Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
S&K, painting your house today.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium, Pepper Pike, Ohio. BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week. Matt Lipsack and Matt Epps here with you. 11:43 left in that S&K Painting second quarter. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard tells us it is Mineral Ridge 28 and Orange 7. 1-yard touchdown run by Ian Erb. And here is the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff by Landon Powell. Another squib kick fielded at the 36. Dancing around is Amir Barnes. And it looks like he's only getting about 2 yards on that return.
Really lucky he got that ball up because they were right there on top of it. You know, I mentioned real quick about that Beast Award, the Lineman of the Year Award. It's sponsored by Matt Emsch and Just Football with Matt Emsch. Heard on CityView Sportscast LLC. That's going to go to the best lineman that you and I watch all season long. Every game we will look at it. And by the end of the year, we will award one offensive lineman that Beast Award.
You're going to ask Coach Shaner about the squib kick strategy here, as we saw Powell kicking off deep last week. But here, as it is, 4 wide receivers in the shotgun. Sidecar to the right, man comes across in motion. Ford preparing to take the snap. Low snap, hands it off. He's going to go for the draw, but instead he's going to be gobbled up in the backfield by number 62, Zach Stacy.
Tackle made by Zach Stacy.
And that is a big loss. We're going to call that back to the 36. Or I'm sorry, the 32. We'll call it a loss of 6.
16.
Great job there by Stacy to blow that one up in the backfield.
He did, and you can just keep going down this roster of guys that are having plays. Each one of them have done something so far. Everybody is doing their job, and that's how you win big games.
3 wide receivers, tight end left, sidecar left, shotgun for Orange. Ford takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's in trouble. He's backpedaling. He's just going to throw it away. He was still in the pocket. That's got to be intentional grounding. It will be.
There it is.
And I think that's going to bring it back to the 15-yard line if that's a spot foul.
He's really lucky he got away. I mean, of course, he made a big boo-boo. He was doing everything he could to get out of that sack he was about to take. But in the process, he put them much farther back.
Loss it down at the spot. We'll see where they mark it. Is it going to be the 16? Is it going to be the 15? No, they're going to mark it off 5 yards from the spot and bring it back to the 11. They have to get to the 47. The 48 for a first down. So 3rd and we'll just call it a mile.
Just, move your DBs back a little bit. Give them some room. You can let somebody make a catch. Keep them in front of you. Just don't let them get that fresh set of downs.
So 3rd and 37. 3 wide receivers. Shotgun, sidecar right. Ford looks left, throws left. He's going deep. Over the head of Robinson and intercepted. Ethan Pemberton.
Ethan Pemberton, the senior wide receiver defensive back, saw it coming the whole way.
And that one was actually right at the first down marker, probably as good as a punt for Orange, if we're going to be honest. So ball at the plus 48.
Beautiful. And it was, as we have someone sitting next to us saying, I mean, that is better than actually getting a punt kicked off to you. So,
I mean, honestly, it's about where the first punt went when they punted from the end zone on their opening drive.
Agreed.
So basically a punt there by Alex Ford.
Yep.
Still a nice catch by Ethan Pemberton.
It was. It's just complete domination right now by the Rams. They came to play.
Got 2 wide receivers to the left. One of them's uncovered. That's Brady Balestrino. Left the safety's keeping an eye on him.
Yeah.
Shotgun for Shingledecker. Hands it off to Herb. He hands it off to Russell. Herb was the leading blocker there.
Yeah, that was an extremely dangerous situation that if we would have picked that out, did a little audible there, that would have been another 6 for the Rams.
4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Actually, they're going to say it was Herb on the carry. Gets to the 44. So gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for Mineral Ridge. Looks like we're going to go 4 wide. Herb the sidecar to the left. Twins left. Tight end right, wide receiver right. Shingledecker looks left, throws left. He's going deep across the middle, looking for Balestrino. Picked off. Coming ahead with the interception is Eli Robinson. 40, 45, 50. And he'll get across the 50-yard line. We have a penalty flag down on the return, as that one was picked off at about the 20.
You know, he had triple, it looked like triple coverage there, and he just threw it a little bit short, and they just picked it off. That was one I'm sure he'd like to have back.
Yeah, the safety there, Eli Robinson, just playing center field, and that interceptions don't get much easier than that, except he almost ran into the back judge there, who was in the middle of the field. Really the only thing that could have prevented that interception.
Right. What a shame, because I mean, everything was going the Rams' way again, but mistakes happen.
And we'll see where, and holding is the call on the return. Looks like they're going to put this into play at the 38-yard line.
Reception, holding called on Orange. Orange retains the ball, first down, Lions.
So ball at their own 38. Pistol formation for Orange. Ford fakes the handoff, trying to break a tackle. No, jumped on in the backfield by Jacob Rossi. And that's going to be a big loss, maybe 7 or 8.
I'm going to tell you what, Preston Holbrook came through there too. One of those super sophomores that has stepped up this season, that are playing really big, and he came in along with him and had a great job, great tackle, put them way out of of first down area.
We'll say they're behind the sticks, and we'll leave it at that.
Let's good
second
way to
and
put
18.
it.
Second and
Thank
18.
you.
Shotgun. Tight end left, 2 receivers left, single wide receiver to the right, sidecar to the right. Ford to take the shotgun snap. He's going to hand it off. Coming around the left side and dragging a tackler to the 35 was Russell Ty.
Ethan Pemberton, and again, you had Preston Holbrook coming from all the way from the other side of the field. Great pursuit, never gave up, ended up making a great shot. I'm going to tell you what, he's having a great game defensively.
And in-house, they gave the tackle to Matt Meunier, also having a very nice game. So 3rd and 13, ball at the 35-yard line. Shotgun, sidecar right, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Ford checks with the sideline. I think he's going to have to call a timeout here as the play clock was running low. 8:02 left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. We're going to keep it right here. And Matt, Mineral Ridge came to play here this evening.
They did. And last week we talked a lot about first games and the mistakes that are made during first games. And you get every type, guys jumping off sides, guys fumbling, guys just making every stupid mistake you can make mentally that you can. Well, I'm going to tell you what, this coaching staff took their boys, they grabbed them around the neck, and beautifully just made them do nothing but perfect things in this game. They literally are playing this game, in my opinion, like it's week 6. I mean, they are just playing beautiful, perfect football. Everybody is doing their job. They are right where they are supposed to be. Nobody is worrying about what anybody else is doing. They're worrying about their own job, and that is how you win games big.
Looks like we're getting ready to come out of the orange timeout there, first of this first half. Again, 8:02 left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock.
They are hungry tonight, boy.
3rd and 13, ball at the 35-yard line, their own 35 for the Lions. 4 wide receivers, shotgun, sidecar to the left. Ridge with a 5-man front. Ford looks right, pumps, now he's going to run up the middle. Gets to the 45, breaks a tackle, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and tripped up. Chasing him down from behind was Jacob Rossi, but that is a gain to the 26-yard line.
And
39-yard gain.
And you see why he gets the ball. He made a stop and a start that he just make guys' ankles break on that play. He looked great on that play. He has some great start and stop speed. That's why he is starting at that position. Specific reason. He is a great athlete, and he just showed why there.
Ball to the left hash. 4 wide receivers. Man comes across in motion to the left. Fakes the handoff. Ward's going to keep it again around the left side. Gets past Meunier. Able to wrap him up, however. Meunier did a good job grabbing a hold of the arm of Alex Ford as he brought him to the near sideline. We're going to call it about a gain of 3.
Pickup of 2 yards on the play.
We're going to give him 2 in-house.
I was very impressed with his lateral movement down the line of scrimmage. A big guy like Matt being able to get down there so quick with such a fast start and stop player and to be able to throw him out of bounds. Very impressive by Matt.
So they're only going to give it a gain of 2. Great job there by Meunier to come up in run support. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, sidecar to the right is Russell Ty. Little bobble of snap forward, looks left, rolls left, going to run. But Meunier takes him down from behind. Also in on the tackle was Preston Holbrook.
Yeah, I have been so impressed today with so many different players, but Holbrook has been in on almost every tackle. I've lost count of how many tackles he's been in on. And again, one of those sophomores that have stepped up this year because of the lack of seniors on this team.
So no gain on the play. 3rd and 8, ball at the Mineral Ridge 24-yard line, 5:55 and running on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says 28-7. Mineral Ridge with the lead. 3 wide receivers, tight end right, sidecar to the right. Ford to take the snap. It's a low snap. He's going to get the handoff away. It's Russell Ty up the middle. 20, 15, 10, and hauled down by the last line of defense. That was Ethan Pemberton. But it's a gain of 19. 1st and goal.
And one of those seniors that we mentioned, there's, of course, a smaller amount of them this year than usual. He came up, and if it wasn't for that nice shot, that would have been 6.
19 yards on the play.
1st and goal for the Lions.
Again, you don't do what you did last week against a good team in Beechwood and not have good players. So they're playing well. They're just not playing as well as the Rams right now.
3 wide receivers, tight end left, shotgun, sidecar to the right for the Lions. Ford takes the snap, rolls right. He's going to keep it. 5, hold down, ankle tackle there, bottom of the pile. Believe was 21. Thomas Kononowski.
Yeah, Kononowski.
They gave the tackle to Rohrbeck. I thought I saw 21, but gain of 4 down to the 1.
Kononowski, a freshman, a wide receiver, defensive back, stepping in, doing his part. It's always next man up who's going to come on and do his part to help the team get it done.
Looks like we're going to see 3 wide receivers here.
Lions have been running really well from the right side this series.
Check that 4 wide receivers. Shotgun, sidecar right. Twins to each side. Ford in the shotgun. Ford up the middle. Jumped on it. The 1 touchdown. He pushed the pile into the end zone. And I think Russell Ty almost got called for a false start there. Just a little bit of a jump right at the snap. But it is going to be a 1-yard touchdown run for Alex Ford with 4 minutes left on that S&K Painting first quarter clock. Extra point pending here at Lewis Black Stadium.
Well, let's not forget when you're away and you're at home, you're going to have little things like that, referees miss. So, good job getting the touchdown. He just got in. He's lucky he didn't get a flag there.
Chris Buckley for the extra point. Left-footed kicker. Snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. And again, with 4 minutes left on that SNK painting second quarter clock, the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 28 and Orange 14. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610. Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Time for the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. Tanner Tuick about to kick it off for the Lions. After the 1-yard touchdown run by Alex Ford. Low line drive, bounces to 36, going to roll to Herb at the 16. Herb up the middle, looking for a hole, bounces off one man, and gets wrapped up as he tried to push off Jake Vallone. Couldn't do it. Return of about 20 there for Herb as he gets out to the 34-yard line, and that's where Mineral Ridge is going to put it back into play.
Good job for the young sophomore, Jake Vallone, for the Lions. Got in on special teams. Just happened to get a big play on a big player. So good job, young man.
Actually, looks like they're going to set the ball down to the 35. These side judges, I'm telling you, they're trying to be tricky with me. Where they're walking in, where they're putting the ball down.
Are we in Steubenville?
You behave. Shotgun, Shingle-Decker. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Herb on the counter. Gets across the 35 and out toward the 40. It looks like that's where they're going to put it down on a gain of 5 for Herb. 2nd and 5 upcoming for Ridge.
Jordan Moore and Aiden Overacre just came off that left side of that line and blew their men about 4 yards off.
So again, twins to the left, shotgun. Tight end motions across to the left. Single receiver to the right. Handoff. Straight handoff up the middle to Herb. Breaks him in, makes a man miss. 45, 50, 45, 40. Stiff arm. 30. And out of bounds. So they're going to mark him at the 27-yard line. 33-yard gain for Herb.
Jordan Moore, again, that left tackle opened up a huge hole, came off the line of scrimmage like a Mack truck, and just blew his man all the way into the sidelines, almost into the stands, and that's why he got such a big yardage gain there.
It's like they're going to actually mark him out at the 28. They're still trying to get the chain set on the far sideline. Timeout Orange. 3:13 left on that SNK Painting second quarter clock. And the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard reads Mineral Ridge 28, Orange 14. We're going to keep it right here. And Matt, Ian Herb, difficult to stop out there.
Very difficult to stop. But if you are someone who enjoys watching the offensive line, those guys that don't get much love, this is that game because they are playing perfectly. They're opening up huge holes. You always see an ambulance in one of the end zones. Well, some of those holes have been so big, they could have driven them through there. They're doing a great job for him, but man, when he gets that ball and he gets those legs moving, I would not want to be that defensive player he has to face.
And I mean, really the only thing that has stopped Ridge on their drives, they have a fumble and an interception.
Right.
Otherwise, they might have 2 more touchdowns on the board.
Yeah, just mental mistakes and just one short little, it wasn't even really his fault, the short pass that happened. It just kind of fell in his hands, and that's how the game goes.
Handoff to Russell, breaks a tackle, gets the 25, falls forward to about the 23-yard line on a gain of 5.
Russell, brought down by C.J. Gisson-Tanner.
C.J. Gisson-Tanner on the tackle, 5-yard gain. As I said, 2nd and 5 for Mineral Ridge as we tick inside 3 minutes on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. And I'm sure Ridge would love to score here, but they also want to take as much time off the clock as they can. 3 in the backfield for Ridge. And now here's the handoff to number 24, Bryce Rohrman. And he'll get off the left side to the 20 on a gain of 3. So we'll call it 3rd and 2.
Bryce Rohrman, the ball carrier.
His first carry of the game.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, he might only got a couple, but he just ran his defender over, flat over.
And it's going to be Rohrman, the sidecar to the right of Shingledecker again. 3 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Oh, and a big jump by Orange. And I think that's the 3rd first down by penalty.
Yes, it is. A lot of mental mistakes on the Lions side. That defense has definitely helped get a lot of points on the board for the Rams in this game so far. You're making a lot of mental mistakes, jumping off sides. That's not what you want as a coach. Definitely when you're behind right now, 28-14.
I believe this is the 6th play of the drive upcoming. Ball at the 15, 1st and 10 for the Rams. Shingledecker going to keep it around the left side, ducks to the outside, gets a nice little block there on the edge by Julian Rossi, and he's going to get to about the 10. We'll see where they mark him out.
It was more than just a nice block. Rossi put his man on the ground, and, everybody ran to the right. It was a beautiful fake to the right, looked like a counter right. Everybody thought it was going that way, went the opposite direction. Beautiful play. Shaner's doing a good job calling great offensive plays tonight.
And they are going to mark it the 10, 2nd and 5 on the 5-yard run by Shingledecker. 3 wide receivers in the shotgun. Shingledecker looks left, throws left. It's Balestrino, but nice tackle, and he's only going to get 1 yard on the little bubble out to Balestrino. Trying to get the number on the defensive back there. I think it's a single digit, but he won't turn his back for me to be able to see who it was. I think that's number 5.
Yeah, it's number 5.
Russell Ty.
Russell Ty did a very good job defensively getting there. They have some excellent players that play well in space. They have such quick feet. They get there in a hurry.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 4 for the Rams. 3 wide receivers, swings to the left, sidecar to the right is Rohrman, and offside. That's going to be a 1st and goal.
Wow. Again. So now we got 4 times that they could have shut down a series for the Rams. 4 times. I would be going absolutely ape you-know-what on the sidelines if I was a Lion coach right now.
And head coach Rob Center looking down at the line judge here on the near sideline, just shrugging his shoulders. So 1st and goal. It's like they're going to put it down just inside the 5. 3 wide receivers. Here comes the counter for Herb. Off left guard. Untouched. Touchdown, Mineral Ridge.
That offensive line is doing so well. They are just playing like one player right now. If you can understand what I mean by that, it seems like there's one brain, one player that is moving all 5, all 7, whoever you have out there. When you have double tights, they are playing so well together. It's just like it's one person.
Powell on for the extra point. Herb to hold. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good. 1:20 left on the S&K Painting second quarter clock. Mineral Ridge 35, Orange 14 on that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, a proud part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, BADURIK'S Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333. Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
It is time for the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. S&K Painting. Second quarter clock reads 1:20. Ian Herb just had a 4-yard touchdown run. And the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says 35-14. Ridge up big here in the first half over top of the Orange Lions. Powell with the run-up and the kick, and it's another boot. Takes a big hop. It's going to bounce to the 30. It's going to be hauled in by Orange at the 25, and the man is immediately tackled by
Ethan
Pemberton.
Yeah.
Fielding that kick was the freshman, Brandon Wesley.
He's lucky that ball didn't stay in the sky a little bit longer, because Ethan might have even got himself a turnover there. Again, that kickoff by Youngstown Orthopedic Associates, Dr. Kewick, Dr. Solman, thank you so much for being sponsors for us in doing this.
So ball to 25, 1:17 left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. We'll see what Orange can do here in the abbreviated 2-minute drill. We'll see if Alex Ford's going to let the arm loose. 4 wide receivers, shotgun, sidecar to the right. Snap is away. Ford back. He's going to throw a screen.
Yep.
Caught by Russell Ty at the 25, 35. And hauled down just across the 40. Tackle by Preston Holbrook.
Yeah, and again, Preston Holbrook, who has just been on so many tackles, I've lost count. If it wasn't for him, that could have turned into something even bigger. Now, if you want to know what a screen is run perfectly, that's a perfect screen.
16-yard gain. 4 wide receivers again. They're going to line up in the pistol this time. Running back behind the quarterback. Shotgun snap, low snap, and Ford's in trouble. Rorman had a hand on him, but then Mounier hauls him down. Matt Mounier continues his huge second quarter. Timeout Orange with 49 seconds left in the second.
The senior having a huge game defensively. We have a hurt player also for the Lions.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Russell Ty there. No, it looks like everybody's okay. Just a regular timeout for Orange. We're going to keep it right here. 49 seconds left as the ball is going to be spotted at the 33. Oh, no, check that. Limping off right now
That's
is
Alex
quarterback
Ford.
Alex Ford.
He is not looking good. Oh boy.
And his offensive lineman actually carrying him to the sideline. Brandon Wong.
Man. See, you don't want to see that.
You don't want to see that at all as he's helped to the bench.
That's definitely not what you want to see in a game. When
The right knee under some distress.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. I hope he's going to be all right.
So ball at the 28-yard line. I think a loss of 13.
Ball
at the 33. I'm sorry.
One of their most explosive players, if not the most explosive player on that team, now stuck on the sideline is not good.
So it's going to be Noah Seaman, the backup quarterback. They're going to line up in the pistol. 4 wide receivers. 49 seconds left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. Seaman going to hand it off to Ty. And he's got a lot of room off the right side. 40, 50. He gets the first down and pushes ahead to the 46-yard line.
Yeah. Russell Ty, he came out of there like a bat out of hell. Great job, because I'm telling you what, Seaman was really nervous. This is the time to pin the ears back and make his life a living hell right now.
22 yards on the play and an Orange Lions.
22-yard pickup. So shotgun again in the pistol, 4 wide receivers. Seaman going to hand it off
there
again, and he gets blown up in the backfield by number 24, Bryce Rorman.
Great job by Bryce. He read it beautifully, got in there, had a great hit.
So I heard on the infield announcement, penalty marker down. I do not see
Either do I.
penalty flag, and the far line judge says, wind the clock.
Yeah, I don't see a flag anywhere.
Caught a loss of 5, and put the ball down to 50.
Definitely trying to pick the speed up of their offense right now for him.
4 wide receivers, shotgun, sidecar left. 7 seconds left. Seaman looks right, throws right. Oh, just missed his man, and just missed picking that off was Julian Rossi.
Yeah. I thought Julian might have had that one. That was really close. They're trying to pick up the speed here for him because they just want to do something to help him because of losing their best player offensively. But, oof.
This time there is a flag on the play,
there is.
illegal shift.
Against the Lions.
And I wouldn't be shocked if they just decline this penalty. Of course, 5 yards is 5 yards, I guess.
Right.
Go ahead, push them back.
Why not? Make it harder for the young man who's right now extremely nervous coming in this game.
So They mark it off 5. Orange has the ball at the 45. With 2 seconds left on that S&K playing second quarter clock. Pistol formation, 4 wide receivers.
Timeout.
And say on an incomplete pass, they actually wound the clock, and that's going to do it.
There we go.
For the first half of play here at Lewis Black Stadium in Pepper Pike, Ohio, the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard reads Mineral Ridge 35, Orange Lions 14. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes, and then we will have an interview between Mark Means and the commissioner of the President's Athletic Conference. Hope our engineer Eric back at Studio Central has that queued up for us. You've been listening to Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch, the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, BADURIK'S Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
I don't even know what down it is.
BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game.
Second was it third?
I don't recall.
Tom, do you know what down it was? Nope. Okay. All right. 2 seconds on the clock. So, I mean, the down really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
4 wide receivers.
Just keep him back. Keep him in front of you. Doesn't matter if he catches it. Just keep him out of the end zone.
And again, it is the backup quarterback, Noah Seaman, the sophomore.
Right. Again, I don't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. Pin your ears back defensively. Coach Allen, send them. Send them all. Blood it. Send them off the corner. He is going to feel some heat on this one, I think.
Looking for Alex Ford on the sideline. I do not see him. All right, here we go as we prepare. Nope, we're not going to do it. Brandon Shaner's going to call a timeout.
Good, man. Hey.
Hey, let him,
Hey, you can't take it with you.
Rams timeout.
I believe it's the first Mineral Ridge timeout of the first half. We're going to keep it right here as Mineral Ridge had about 4 defensive backs lined up at the 30.
Coach Allen coming out, meeting his defense, talking to them about what they want to do. He obviously is second string for a reason. The young man did show he could fling the ball a little bit, but you got to know he's nervous as nervous can be, having all of this thrust on him. 35-14 at the moment with the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard going on. I would not want to be him in his position right now.
And just making another check while you were talking about, I do not see Alex Ford on the orange sideline.
Which is not a good thing.
Hopefully he gets some proper medical attention at halftime. All right, Orange breaks their huddle on the sideline. They come back out. And we're going to have 4 wide receivers. Shotgun, sidecar to the right is Russell Ty. Seaman preparing to take that snap. And it's back. Seaman looks left, throws left. The pass is caught by Despedia, and
That's it.
ball gets punched out of bounds by Holbrook. But that'll do it. Desepeda gets a gain of 12 yards, but Cole Holbrook puts a stop to it. And now we are finally at halftime.
And I have to say one more time, Preston Holbrook has just been lights out for defense. He has been a beast. He has been eating everybody up.
So that's the end of the S&K painting first half. The Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard reads Mineral Ridge 35 and Orange 14. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes. You have been listening to Matt Lipsek and Matt Emsch, the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, BADURIK'S Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium. Matt Lipsack here with you for the halftime show. And the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 35, Orange 14, and it did not take the Mineral Ridge offense long to get on the board. In fact, it was the first play of scrimmage from the game. Owen Shingledecker to Ian Erb. A 61-yard touchdown pass. Erb untouched into the end zone. 7-0 Mineral Ridge. A surprise onside kick. And Ridge got the ball right back, but unfortunately, they fumbled on a bad snap at the 13-yard line. Just looked like they were about to take it in. A punt on the ensuing drive led to a 5-yard touchdown run by Ian Erb. 14-0 Mineral Ridge. After a fumble by the Lions. Another 5-yard touchdown run, this one for Jacob Russell. And it was 21-0 Mineral Ridge. On the ensuing drive, a 36-yard pass from Alex Ford to number 3, Eli Robinson. Finally got the Lions on the board. It was 21-7. On the ensuing drive, it was Ian Erb with a 1-yard touchdown run, making it 28-7 in favor of the Rams. Teams traded interceptions, and then Orange got a 1-yard run from Alex Ford, the quarterback, to make it 28-14. But on the ensuing drive, it was a 4-yard touchdown run for Ian Erb to make it 35-14, giving us our halftime score. We're going to go ahead and step aside for 2 more minutes, and when we come back, Hopefully our engineer Eric has this queued up. It will be the interview between Mark Beans and the commissioner of the President's Athletic Conference. It's Matt Lipsack bringing you the halftime show here on the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, BADURIK'S Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333. If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610. Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium, Pepper Pike, Ohio. We're going to throw it back to the studio for the interview between Mark Beans and the commissioner of the President's Athletic Conference.
We are joined by President's Athletic Conference Commissioner Joe Anderko. And Joe, how was your off season?
Hey, Mark, good to talk to you as always. The off season was good, but too quick as usual.
And with as many sports and schools now in the conference, I'm sure it makes for a busy season for you.
It is. It's amazing how fast it goes. I mean, I can't believe this is my 18th year as commissioner already. And I was joking with somebody at our summer meeting. How did I become one of the old guys at this? It seems like it just kind of happened, but no, we're it's a great time for us. I mean, obviously, we're going to talk football and the season coming up and how excited we are. But we've been adding sports. We've got a new affiliate member coming in the next year. So there's a lot of positive things happening in the PAC right now.
I want to talk about one of the things you mentioned at Media Day. It was fantastic to be able to watch everything, even though I couldn't be there for the day. And you talked about, not a lot of conferences are having a function like you have had for several years now for a Media Day out there at St. Vincent, and it seems like it continues to grow while others have gone by the wayside.
Yeah, it's an observation that others have shared with me, and and they ask me why that is. What's different about us that we've really been able to hold on to our Media Day, and like you said, have it grow and expand and have growing interest. It seems every year when a lot of our D3 conference colleagues have given it up. In fact, I mentioned there that the D2 PSAC in Pennsylvania, Slippery Rock and all of them, they no longer have a conference Media Day. Yeah, and all I can attribute it to is that with some of the school additions we've had, and I think especially the depth of our conference as far as its strength. There's a feeling every year that you could have 5-6 teams that have a chance to win this thing, and I think because of that, it just sparks interest much more so so than if you're a conference with just one power team or maybe two power teams. That's not the case for us. And so because of that, everybody goes into it feeling, we've really got a shot this year. I think you've seen interest kind of, really take off as a result of that.
You look at the preseason poll that came out after Media Day, and I think that definitely reflects what you said. I look up and down Grove City's schedule, and it's one of those where you're in for a fight 10 Saturdays in the conference, and it's really kind of leveled out where this whole conference is pretty good.
It really is. And it was interesting hearing you talk to Andrew about how front-loaded his schedule is, with teams that were really good. But I think that's a fair point, is that, there's really not a lot of off weeks. I mean, certainly we didn't plan it the way it did, with them having some teams that were playoff teams so early. It's just the way it kind of broke out when we did it. But, I'm sure for him, he has to kind of, he's still going to approach it 1 week at a time. And I know I was talking with Scott Benzel, the coach at Westminster last week. He even said to me, he said, look, I think this is the year you're going to see somebody kind of come out of that middle tier and start knocking off some of the top teams. I don't think this is as clear cut as everybody thinks it's going to be. So again, when you start hearing things like that and you see teams believing, we can make a jump here, I think there's a lot of intrigue to that. And I think, people are just really engaged because of it.
It's always nice to see, a couple of schools when whoever is doing their preseason poll, you see a couple of PAC schools, whether it's in the top 25 or others receiving votes, it shows you nationally the strength of this conference as a football conference.
Yeah, and I think it's reflected. I don't think it's always reflected in some of the national top 25 polls. As you heard at Media Day, I'm always advocating for our teams, and I think one of the things that hurts us with national rankings is the fact that we have teams that kind of beat each other, if that makes sense. There's not a defined number 2 or number 3 because there's so much parity in those top teams, and that probably holds us down a bit. But I made the case in Media Day that Carnegie Mellon was our champion out of Pittsburgh last year, and they went to the postseason, took on North Central in the second round, and it was a one-score game going into the fourth quarter. North Central was the eventual national champion. Carnegie Mellon was ranked 16th in the one poll, and yet the two teams that played North Central after them and lost by 40-some points are ranked 3rd and 9th, respectively. So, how does that happen? Well, I think part of it, again, is they know we're good, but I think some folks are still catching up to the fact that, we're better than what they thought. And also, I really think the depth kind of holds us back a little bit. But at the end of the day, you still got to play on the field and win. And, the rankings are nice, but what matters is the championship and making your case there.
Is there a way to, with such parity up and down, you've got the automatic bid for the conference champion, but it seems like it's one of those, how do you get the next school to be able to get that at large berth and make the postseason?
Yeah, that's a great question, Mark. And quite frankly, the honest answer right now is it's really challenging. NCAA Division III caps their Division III national championship at 32 teams. So basically, it's a 5-week single elimination tournament. Well, right now, we're at 27 or 28 conferences in the country that have automatic bids, which leaves only 4 or 5 at-larges for the entire country. So I've likened it to use a poker analogy. It's like drawing an inside straight, basically. I mean, it might happen on occasion, but it's hard to plan for it, and more often than not, it's going to be a challenge. Now, I will say this. There's a lot of talk at our level. We're getting a budget increase in a couple years about expanding that D3 playoff pool up to 38 or 40 teams and adding a week of games. If that happens, now all of a sudden that completely changes the conversation. I think now you got to take a serious look at, getting 2 or maybe even 3 teams in, knowing that you've got 6 to 8 additional at-large berths up for grabs.
That is President's Athletic Conference Commissioner Joanne Derrico.
All right, welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium in Pepper Pike, Ohio. Mineral Ridge up here to take on the Orange Lions. As we look at that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard, they have a 35 to 14 lead here at halftime. Matt, I've spent the last 13 minutes trying to tally the first half stats I got as far as the passing statistics for Mineral Ridge, and I have Owen Shingeldecker at 5 for 7 for 126 and a touchdown.
And just how impressive is that? I mean, just absolutely dominating. And I would love to be able to just pick all of their specialties out and pick those linemen out and pick everybody else's, but we can't. We can only do it to the guys who get the ball, but wow, how much they've done in such a short amount of time is incredible with such few plays. Look at that scoreboard. That's just pure power playing. Very impressive. And, I had to mention Landon's first year this year playing football, and he's a senior, and he's playing as well as he is. And I also have to mention Herb, Stacy, and Pemberton. They've all been playing football for 13 years together since Little Rams. So that's something special for those three young men.
And the ball getting spread around, too. I think the only receiver with more than one catch for Mineral Ridge, I think, is Ian Herb. He had the 69-yard touchdown pass, very first play from scrimmage, and then very first play of the next drive, because Mineral Ridge did that surprise onside kick on us there. It was a 32-yarder. So that is, I'm not good at math, but that's 101 yards receiving on 2 catches for Ian Herb.
It's insane. And, he proved last year what an incredible athlete he was. And it's just carried on to this year. And being older, it's just becoming more and more apparent that he is one of a kind.
So we're going to go ahead and step aside for another 2-minute break as we tick inside of 5 minutes left here on halftime. You are listening to the Halftime Show, BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting
today.
provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years. With 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy. And as always, go Rams.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside the Lewis Black Stadium here in Pepper Pike, Ohio. Just a few minutes left in halftime as the Orange Lion Marching Band treats us to the Village People's YMCA. And Matt, if as Mineral Ridge starts to walk out of the locker room back to the field, what can we expect to see from them here in the second half?
I think we can just expect to see a lot of the same that we saw the first half. Everything basically was working to a T. The offensive line is just so dominating. They are opening up gigantic holes for their running backs. You've seen the ball being handed off to different players, not just Ian Herb. You're getting different players in on it. That defense is going to start pinning their ears back, putting more pressure on that second-string quarterback, making him more nervous. He's going to throw some interceptions. He might have some fumbles. Let's get some more turnovers. But you're just going to keep seeing a lot of the same things because, let's be honest, Matt, it worked. And if with just a couple mental errors, with just a couple things they couldn't control that happened in the first half, those little mistakes, those really didn't have much of an effect on the game. So a lot of what we saw earlier, we'll see the second half.
Hey, Matt, I think we're going to have trouble handing out an offensive player of the game, but right now, Matt Mounier on the defense, he had an outstanding second quarter. As I'm trying to tally up Ian Erb's rushing yards. I know he's got about 12 carries. I know he's got 3 rushing touchdowns to go along with the receiving touchdown, but Matt Mounier on defense, I think he's running away with our Player of the Night award.
I do have to throw Preston Holbrook in there too.
That's fair.
Preston has been having a great game. I've seen him on so many tackles tonight and getting down the line of scrimmage laterally, which against some of the speed players that the Lions have, to have a lineman going laterally and catching and making big tackles is so impressive. So we do got a couple guys that we're going to have to really think on for defense.
So conservatively, I have Ian Erb for, I think, 12 carries and I think 139 yards.
Which out of the first half is just so impressive.
And I know that Jacob Russell has a few rushing yards as well. He has a touchdown. So, I mean, really, Ridge, they're basically imposing their will. Right now on offense.
They are. And let's not forget, when you give out awards on offense and defense for players of the game, the offensive line is a position too. So that can also be given. You can give that to whole groups, which has happened before. I have been blown away by how well they're playing. Not going to say that's going to happen. I'm just making a point. There are a number of players who are just playing lights out. Incredible. So I am just so impressed by so many of these Rams players. And I've been impressed by some of these players for these Lions. I feel really bad again for Jacob Decepeda. Is that how you say it? Decepeda. I apologize for mispronouncing his name. That kid is fire. He's got some amazing feet on him and incredible talent. So I hope he's all right.
All right. So I see a 24 wearing a boot. We're looking for number 2, Alex Ford, the quarterback. Haven't even seen him in the stretching line.
Yeah. I mean, he might have been in a situation where they might have taken him to the hospital if it was really serious. We don't know. Let's hope not. But I don't see his number anywhere.
So we're going to step aside for 2 more minutes, and then we will have third quarter action here for you from Lewis Black Stadium. You are listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week, CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, BADURIK'S Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333. If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610. Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Come up to the press box.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you. BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School football game of the week between the Mineral Ridge Rams and the Orange Lions. Mineral Ridge up big 35-14. We are preparing for the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates second half kickoff. Orange going to get the ball to start the third quarter.
You know, Matt, I just want to say real quick, I have to say how proud I am. My daughter, Amira Zandra Amshu, is the feature twirler for the Rams. Had a great halftime. So proud of you, baby. Good job.
Orange a little slow getting off the sideline here.
Yeah, coach was giving him a little unlove. Let's put it that way.
Well, I can't imagine Rob Center very happy with his defense in that first half. Offense put up a good show, except 2 turnovers each way.
A lot of mental mistakes as well.
All right, Landon Powell with the squib kick again is going to bounce to the 20, fielded at the 17. Man running to the right is number 28, E.J. Dowdle. And it looks like he's going to get to about the 24-yard line.
E.J. Dowdell on the return.
And 8 seconds into the S&K Painting third quarter, that is where the Lions are going to put it into play.
Jack Gilly on the tackle on that kickoff got down that field quick in a hurry and laid a nice slobber knocker on him that time.
So it is going to be Alex Ford back at quarterback. Doesn't look like he's moving gingerly at all as he jogs into the huddle.
Yeah.
As he had to be helped off the field, actually carried off the field by one of his linesmen there right before the end of the second quarter.
Glad to see it.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the left. That is Russell Ty. Man comes across in motion to the right side. That's Robinson. And they're going to bring him into the backfield, and we're going to run a little jet sweep. Robinson. Back to the line of scrimmage, across the 25, ridden out of bounds by Ethan Pemberton. Called about a gain of 3.
Eli Robinson, the ball.
And Balestrino as well helped get him out of bounds. Both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively, Balestrino is just one of those athletes that you can depend on regardless of what side of the ball he's playing on, even in the third phase of the game and special teams as well.
2nd and 7. Ball to the left hash. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the left. Low snap. Ford able to jump on it, but Rohrman going to wrap him up by the ankles and haul him down. And that's got to be the 3rd or 4th low snap that we have seen by, I think that's Henry Riggenbach there in the middle of the offensive line.
I think it might
back
be
to the
more.
23.
Sorry to cut you off. I didn't mean that. I really think we're up around 6 or 7 of those low snaps. They are so lucky there have not been more turnovers because of those low snaps.
Great job by Alex Ford to just recover it as the ball back at the 23. So we'll call it 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, rolls right, throws a little screen to Robinson. He hauls it in. 25, 30, gets past Herb. He's going to get the first down as he gets across the 35-yard line.
Showing that good speed that they have when they get their guys out in space, they make people miss, even guys like Ian Herb. If it wasn't for Herb being on that sideline, he might have went a lot farther.
So gain of 14 on the little dragger out there by Robinson. Ball to 36, the far hash. 3 wide receivers, tight end to the left, sidecar to the left in the shotgun. Man comes in motion. That's Robinson. Low snap again. Ford has Rohrman break through, but he breaks that tackle. 35. He's going to get gang tackled there as he pushes the pile forward to about the 39-yard line. So could have been a 3-yard loss there as Bryce Warman came screaming through, but Alex Ford able to turn it into a 3-yard gain.
Preston Holbrook again, tackle, save that from turning into something big. That kid is always around the ball. I am so impressed with 44. I can't say enough about him tonight. The fact that he is just a sophomore is blowing my mind away.
So ball at the 39. 2nd and 7 for Orange. 3 wide receivers. Robinson comes in motion. Ford back to pass, looks right, throws right. Has a man trying to break open, and back in coverage was Shingledecker, and that was nice defense. Shingledecker looking back for the ball the entire way. Little bit of hand fighting, but the referees let him go as that pass was intended for Cameron Evans.
And I love seeing when referees let players play. They don't just throw a flag every time they see something like that happen. Let them play. Let them decide what happens on the field.
I mean, really beautiful defense there
it really
by Shingledecker. 3rd and 7 for the Lions. Ball on their own 39.
And him looking back for the ball that whole time saved him from a flag.
Absolutely. 4 wide receivers. Twins to each side. Sidecar to the right. Ford in the shotgun as Robinson comes in motion to the right. Going to line up in the backfield. Another low snap. Handoff to Russell. And Rohrman gets him by the ankles and hauls him down. Just going to get 1 yard. And it's going to be 4th and about 6.
Tell you what, Rohrman and Holbrook have just been killing it tonight. Those two are just beasts.
And they're going to go for it. Down by 21. Ball at their own 40. 4 wide receivers. Ford checks with the sideline. Now he looks like he's going to drop back. He's going to punt. Ford, right-footed low punt, bounces at the 34 and takes a nice orange roll to the 25, to the 20, 19, 18, and they're going to stop it right there. So what about a 42-yard punt?
42-yard punt, good roll, but great job again by the Rams defense. Coach Chet Allen has done a phenomenal job with his assistant coaches this week, getting this Rams defense ready for this Lions offense that just tore it up on Beechwood last week.
So ball at the 18-yard line. 8:30 left on that S&K Painting third quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says 35-14 in favor of Mineral Ridge. So it's the second punt of the evening for the Lions. One of their linemen, number 74, Brendan Wong, with the first punt. I believe that one was about 40 yards as well. And here comes Herb on the counter up the middle. Gets across the 20 and falls forward toward the 24. Might be a gain of about 6 for Herb on first down.
Tell you what, number 68, Ryan Alishire, just had a great hit. He's a freshman and had a pancake on that play. And what I love about it, he ran over and he helped that running back up off the field. Help your man up off the field.
Low snap, Shingledecker just going to pick it up and not going to make it back to the 20. In fact, they're going to mark him at the 19. So loss of 5 on the low snap.
Yeah, you know, that could have been disastrous. That could have been a turnover. So we'll take that. You know, just get your hands on it. Keep it on your side of the field. Don't turn it over to the other side. And, you know, you'll live with play another down.
3rd and 9 for Mineral Ridge. Ball at the near hash. 3 wide receivers. Twins to the left, sidecar to the right. Shingledecker to Herb on the trap, across the 25.
There he goes.
And the 30, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 30, 25, and hauled down at the 20-yard line.
Tackle made by Eli Robinson.
What an impressive run. Again, left side. Did we get a flag somewhere?
No flag that I can see. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. Maybe the 17-yard line.
I have to, again, bring up the offensive line. That left side of that offensive line has been butter all night. They have been They have been opening huge holes and just blasting that defensive line, the right side of that D line.
64-yard run for Urban. Now it's Balestrino on the jet sweep at the 10, at the 5, touchdown!
Wow.
Brady Balestrino, the jet sweep around the right side, touchdown Mineral Ridge. 6:58 left on the S&K Painting third quarter clock. Mineral Ridge leads 41-14 on the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard.
And then you look at where they were. They were 3rd and 9. Looked like maybe they were going to have to punt. They were not in a good field position. Open up the beautiful hole. Herb took off, and he was gone. And then, man, we got more points on the board.
High snap. Herb gets it down. The kick is up by Landon Powell, and that kick is good. So, again, with 6:58 left on the S&K Painting third quarter clock, Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 42 and Orange 14. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You are listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
6:58 on the S&K Painting third quarter clock. We're about to have the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. We've got a running clock in Brookfield. Springfield 41, Brookfield 7.
Wow.
And here it's 42-14. We're one touchdown away from our own running clock if Mineral Ridge can get a stop and a score. Powell to kick it off. Another squib. Bouncing down toward the 25. Lions need to hurry, and the man's just going to fall on it at the 24. Hustling down the field. Almost able to get there was David Baker. But Johnny on the spot for the Lions. I think that's number 9, Jacob Bartko.
Yeah, and that was darn close. They almost got that ball back. There just didn't seem like there was much concern on the part of the Lions to get down on that ball. The Rams are just playing lights out in every facet of the game. That's what you want as a coach. All 3 phases, they are playing lights out.
Also got a running clock in Liberty. Girard 48, Liberty Leopards 7. And check that was Eli Robinson jumping on the kickoff for Orange.
Wow.
Ball to 24. 3 wide receivers, twins to the left. Sidecar to the left as well for Fort. Man in the backfield is Russell Tither. We're going to have a timeout here for Orange as the play clock was running out.
Timeout Orange.
And Matt, we're going to keep it right here. Going to open up the old cell phone, see if we can't get you some more updates on that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. Hudson all over North Canton, 31-8. Jackson Milton up over Newton Falls, 27-0. Waterloo up 14-0 over Latonia. Columbiana with a 14-7 lead on McDonald. Southeast leads Matthews 34-12. And that is what I've got from the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference Scarlet to see if I can get some more scores from the Youngstown area at large. Let's see here. Sharpsville 28, Wilmington 21, Beaver Local 28, Salem 6, Avonworth 28, Grove City 14, Hubbard 35, Greenville nothing, Poland all over Howland 41-0.
Wow.
Minerva 21, Crestwood 16, Geneva 17, Struthers nothing, East 8, Shaw nothing.
Wow, some butt kicking going on this night tonight.
Alliance up 33-21 over Niles.
Wow.
And we're going to bring it back to action here. 4 wide receivers, shotgun, sidecar to the left for the Lions. 1st and 10. Ford gets the snap, rolls left. He's going to run. Trying to get away from a man that is number 58. Chase Moore, and he's not going to get away. That's a gain of 3.
I'm going to tell you what, Chase Moore chased him down from behind, a big defensive lineman from the backside, and ran down one of their fastest players. That was so impressive. I have no words. I'm almost speechless. Almost.
And, check that. I think that was 50 Jordan Moore, not 58. From this distance, hard to tell.
It looked like 58.
The 0 and the 8. But
regardless, it does not change how impressive that was, that he came from the backside, a defensive lineman, everybody, chased him down from the backside, one of their fastest players, and stuck him down.
3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, sidecar to the right, single wide receiver left in the shotgun for Orange, 2nd and 8. Snapping a handoff to Russell Ty up the middle across the 30. Going to push the pile forward to about the 34. He looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. We'll call it 3rd and 1.
Matt Monnier on the stop.
Going to give the tackle to Mounier.
Yep. He also had a little bit of help with Caden McCune.
So we'll call it a gain of 7, 3rd and 1 coming for Orange as Mineral Ridge tries to get off the field.
Preston Holbrook has also played on the Little Rams since 2015.
4 wide receivers, shotgun, sidecar left. Man comes across in motion. Low snap, handoff to Ty, trying to get around to the right side, chasing him down. Near the first down marker was Shingledecker. Where are they going to mark it? I think that's no gain.
No. Just absolutely phenomenal defensive play again. The pursuit of that defensive line, the lateral movement that they are showing is so impressive. That is why they are dominating so well. You have, quote unquote, big, slow defensive linemen that are catching the fastest players on the field laterally. I am so impressed with Coach Allen's defense. I can't say enough about it.
So 4th and 1. We'll see what Rob Center has dialed up for his Lions here. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, sidecar to the right. And they're trying to get him to jump, but here, the man on the near side, number 3, Eli Robinson, the wide receiver, fell over.
Yeah.
And that's a false start penalty
on
Orange.
Yes, sir.
So 4th and 6.
And that's going to take the decision away, I think, for Rob Center. I think the Lions have to punt here.
Yeah, no.
Well, they're lining up to go for it.
Yep, they are.
And you're down 28, so
you have no choice.
And Ford backing up again, but not going to back up far enough to punt. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, checks with the sideline. 5 on the play clock. And just got it away in time. Ford rolls right, throws it, and it's broken up. And that is knocked down by number 50, Jordan Moore. Got his arms up right in Ford's face.
And also who was right there, right behind him, number 44, Preston Holbrook. The kid is a magnet for the ball.
So, Ridge going to take over at the Orange 28-yard line. Beautiful field position here, and Ridge gets the stop. If they get a touchdown, we're in a running clock situation here, Matt.
And again, Matt, I can't stop mentioning that the majority of these big plays are being done by defensive linemen. I mean, this is so impressive.
Here comes Russell up the middle, breaks the tackle, gets to the 20. And he's going to fall forward for an 11-yard gain and a Mineral Ridge first down.
And again, that left side of that offensive line just absolutely dominating the right side of that defensive line of the Lions. They are having a lot of ice bags tonight after this game.
10 Rams.
Three wide receivers for Mineral Ridge. They don't really huddle. They just go right to the line, and then they tend to check with the sidelines.
And you know, that's a lot of how the newer football style goes. You get the signals, you get some of the cards thrown in the air. Depends on, you know, what kind of style the coach is like, but that's how it runs, and it runs well.
And they're in the pistol, and they got it to Herber on the left side. 5-10 touchdown.
I mean, his speed is incredible.
I thought the ball went up the middle. Shingledecker got it to Herb around the left side. 17-yard rushing touchdown for Ian Herb.
And
his fifth touchdown of the night.
And again, there are plays that are being faked. So you're getting fake counter trays to the right. You're getting fake leads or blasts to the right. And then the play goes left with Ian Erb, and he's so fast, he blows everybody out of the water.
And let's give credit to Owen Shingledecker because he faked out the play-by-play guy. The hold is good. The kick is good as we look at the S&K Painting third quarter clock. 3:07 left on that third quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says 49 for Mineral Ridge and 14 for Orange. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside Lewis Black Stadium, and it's time for the Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you as here comes another squib kick by Mineral Ridge. Going to be picked up at the 20-yard line. Man coming across to the right, and he's going to get around the corner. That's E.J. Dowell, gets to the 40, 45, 50, and breaks a tackle, but gets hauled down from behind. Yes, Michael Lockard gets the ball across the 50 and fell at the 45-yard line. We're going to call that a 35-yard return.
He had a great return. He just had that speed to turn the corner. All the blocking was there. If not for Lockard, that would have been 6.
And we have a running clock situation here, Matt. We have a team up by 35. So Ohio High School football, that is a running clock.
So you will see this game start to really end quickly here.
As we are already inside of 2 minutes and 15 seconds on that S&K Painting third quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard reads 49-14. Ridge up big over the Orange Lions. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers for Orange as they break the huddle. Sidecar to the right. 7 in the box for Mineral Ridge. Ford looks left, throws left, looking for Robinson. Nice shoestring catch, but an even better tackle by Brady Balestrino, and he's going to hold that to a gain of 4.
Yeah, if not for Balestrino's just all-out speed that he has in all 3 phases of the game, he would have got a lot more yards out of that, but he just shut that down immediately.
But again, a beautiful catch by Robinson. That was down at his shins.
And Balestrino, one of our offensive player of the game last week.
And again, I think we're going to have difficulty picking the offensive player of the game this week as, again, 7 touchdowns.
We'll have to discuss some things off the air.
We will. 4 wide receivers again for Orange. Shotgun, sidecar to the right. Low snap. Ford able to get it and hand it off as the man comes up the middle. That's Diddell, breaks a tackle. 25-20. And he's going to get hauled down at the 18-yard line. Balestrino and Erb in on the tackle. Check that. Pemberton and Erb as the ball gets down on the 23-yard gain to the 18.
Now, I'm also starting to see some of the second-string players are getting playing time right now. So nothing against them. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I don't mean that as an insult, but there is, some players that are getting some PT that should in a game like this. And so you're still playing against first team. You're going to get maybe a little more yardage against those players that are just warming up right now in this game.
Let's check that. I'm going to call it a gain of 22 as they spot the ball at the 19, not the 18. And we have an injury. Timeout.
Hopefully a cramp.
Ridge has a man down. I think that's Brady Balestrino, and it definitely looks like a cramp to me. We're going to go ahead and step aside for 60 seconds. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. You are listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
S&K Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call S&K Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
S&K, painting your house today.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside Lewis Black Stadium. I believe that's Brady Balestrino down on the near sideline. We have a final from Brookfield. Springfield 42 and Brookfield 7 as
good.
And check that. That's Ethan Pemberton was number 11 walking to the sideline under his own power as head coach Brian Shaner came over to check on him.
You know, and not just Coach Shaner. You also see some of the other coaches going over there. Coach Allen went over there, I believe, as well. That shows how much they love their kids. They get over to that field. They show them they're there to support their players' coaches. So these players love their coaches.
Orange huddling on the near sideline. Now they're going to break that huddle in. Head out, ball to near hash. 1st and 10, ball to 19 as they wind this moving S&K Painting third quarter clock. This might be the last play of the third quarter. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the left is Dedell. Ford brings a man in motion on the jet sweep, and they're going to hand it off to Dowdell. Around the right side, but hauling him down in the backfield. Number 55, Aiden Overaker.
Yeah.
And we have a penalty behind the play. Seeing some applause from Jacob Russell. I think we might see a personal foul here on Orange upcoming, as that was the final play of the S&K Painting third quarter. We'll wait for the indicator before we throw it to break.
And he's limping after that hit, too. So he definitely got popped by Overaker on that play. What a great play. Again, you can't pick one player on any of these sides of the ball, offense, defense, special teams. Everybody has stepped up and have made plays today.
So we're going to call it a loss of 1, and then they're going to mark off 15. So I think they're going to put the ball down at the 35 on the other side of the timeout as we have reached the end of the third quarter. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 49 and Orange 14. You're listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
S&K, painting your house today. S&K, painting your house
S&K Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solution. Call S&K Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
S&K, painting your house today.
Shining Stars Dance in Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium. Running fourth quarter clock. Mineral Ridge with a 49-14 lead over the Orange Lions. 2nd and 24, ball on the 35. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers for Orange as they put the ball in action on the plus side of the field. Ford takes the snap, looks right, pumps, tries to break the tackle as he's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked.
Holbrook, Preston Holbrook. Man, and he's hurting too after that.
Check that is Bryce Rohrman, number 24, down on all fours around the 43-yard line. We're going to go ahead and step aside for
2 players
for an injury timeout. And actually, there's a member of the Orange Lions down on the field as well. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch on the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Stadium, Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you. 11:26 left on the S&K Painting fourth quarter clock. Bryce Warman and Orange Lions quarterback Alex Ford shaking up on the play. Warman able to walk to the sideline under his own power, but Ford limping, actually hopping off the field, has his left leg in the air. I think it was the right leg that he hurt in the first half.
Yeah, it was Preston Holbrook came through. And like I said, he laid the wood on him. Holbrook has just been a beast this entire game. I am so impressed with him. I can't say enough about the kid.
Although the way that the athletic trainer for Orange is rubbing the leg of Alex Ford, I wonder if it's just a cramp. Maybe just a really bad one.
You know, it's still only the second game of the year. Guys are still going to get cramps nonstop.
And of course, as humid as it is tonight,
It is.
I'm sweating just standing here.
It
so
is.
Seaman back in at quarterback. 4 wide receivers, 3rd and 28, Bolt to 37. Shotgun sidecar to the right. Seaman back to pass. Holbrook came in, but they got the screen away, but Dowdell has a man draped all over him. That was number 23 making the initial hit, Blake Bassista, but Mounier helped get him to the ground. And I think it's just going to be a gain of 3. So we're going to call it 4th and 25. Ball at about the 35-yard line.
And like you brought up, if not for Preston Holbrook, he came in causing havoc. He was right in his face last second. He has just been causing havoc all night long.
Yeah. Referee's not changing it on the field. That doesn't matter. It's on the field now.
Then they haven't changed the down marker on the far sideline. It is 4th down. Seaman, shotgun snap. Looking right, throwing right. Has a man, but overthrows him. Ian Erb was back in coverage. Pass intended for Cameron Evans.
And now they move it to 4th down. That should not be. That should have. What is going on here?
And I wonder if Brian Shaner is going to be smart to it. They have 4th down up right now, but that was 4th down.
Right, that should have been it right there. What?
All right. Well, nobody noticed it, so Orange going to get an extra down here.
Kind of like the Colorado extra down back from the 90s.
So we're going to go with 4 wide receivers again in the shotgun. Sidecar to the left is Dowdell. Seaman to take the snap. He drops back to pass, looks right, throws right, overthrows his man. Intended for Evans again. Shingledecker in coverage. And now the ball will go over on downs on what was 5th down.
Right, 5th down. It made no difference. Holbrook was right in his face again. Yeah, that made no sense to me, and I had to make the comment about the Colorado extra down.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Not something you see every day.
No, and it shouldn't have happened. But, sometimes you have situations like this, a running clock, maybe, it being a home game. Like I made a comment earlier about a certain place in Steubenville. You might get a little extra something here. So you never know.
We'd like to welcome our friends joining us on Western Reserve Radio 1 and AM 600. Welcome into Lewis Black Stadium, Pepper Pike, Ohio, Mineral Ridge Rams, and the Orange Lions. We have a running fourth quarter clock. Mineral Ridge 49 and Orange 14. Mineral Ridge just gotten the ball over on downs on what was actually 5th down for Orange. So they're going to put it into play. 3 wide receivers with the sidecar, 2nd string quarterback in for Mineral Ridge, and the handoff goes to number 45, Christian Dunlap, and he's going to lose, we'll call it 2 on the play as Landon Bingham is in at quarterback
There's
for
a lot,
Mineral Ridge.
Yeah, a lot of replacements in, a lot of second and third teamers getting some time, which they should be able to get some PT. He's a freshman, and he's a big boy for a freshman. I'll tell you what, number 45.
That is, he's small, but he's broad.
He's very
he
stocky.
looks thick.
Yes, he is.
I think stocky is a good word for it. So shotgun, 3 wide receivers, sidecar to the right is Dunlap, brings a man in motion, and he's going to hand it off on the jet sweep to Owen Silak. Gets past the line of scrimmage to the 40, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's up near the first down.
Now I'm going to tell you.
They're going to mark him out at the 44.5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
I had the ability to see the 7th and 8th grade team last year who went undefeated, who had some of these players on them, Silak and some of the other ones. They went undefeated. They have some really good players coming up. So none of them are surprising anybody that they've got good talent.
So ball at the 45. We're going to call it 3rd and 1. Bingham checks with the sideline. 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Sidecar to the left. Bingham gets the snap, hands it up the middle to Dunlap, gets across the 45. He's going to get the first down as he falls forward to the 47-yard line. Check the 48. We'll call it a gain of 3. Needed 1.
You know, Dunlap was one of my favorite players I watched last season for the 8th graders. He really laid the wood on a lot of players. He scored a lot of times. He also plays his heart out on defense. They're bringing the blood every single play here, and they still are not stopping them. So it's showing even these young guys who went undefeated in their last season together in 8th grade. They're good players, and they're showing it even here as freshmen.
And, of course, tip of the cap to Brian Shaner, calling off the dogs. He got the running clock, putting in the
Yes.
second stringers
That shows class.
to get them some PT.
Class.
Bingham in the shotgun, Dunlap to the right. 3 wide receivers, going to hand it off. Dunlap gets tangled up right at the line of scrimmage, and trying to rip him down is Henry Riggenbach, the senior. And they're going to maybe call it a loss of 1. He only got back to the 47. So we'll call it 2nd and 11 as we are inside 5.5 on that S&K Painting 4th quarter clock.
Now, I've never been on this side of a drubbing like this, so I can't imagine what the coaches are thinking. But in my opinion, it's time to take your starters out. Let your young guys get some PT against the other young guys. Don't leave your starters in against freshmen who haven't played at all in this game.
Bingham checks with the sideline. I think we got a new man in the backfield, number 10, James Nolder. Bingham looks right, throws right, pass caught by Silak, but he's going to get ripped down in the backfield as they try to run a little wide receiver bubble screen swing pass to the left. And that's going to be a loss of, we'll call it 3, as he only got to the 44.
Russell Ty did a good job getting over there. Silak, definitely one of the fastest guys on that 8th grade team last year. Again, undefeated. 7th and 8th grade team. The JVs also were undefeated. So you've got, Matt, young groups coming up that have not lost at all. So you've got great groups of kids coming up on this program that is doing a great job right now.
And, of course, getting ready to start their high school careers at 2-0 as well. As I think the fat lady is warming up as we get her ready to sing in. Bingham going to throw one downfield jump ball. That is hauled in.
Nice
what
job.
A jumping catch by Michael Lockard at the 31-yard line.
Yeah. Junior Michael Lockard, wide receiver, defensive back, went up above both guys. He had double coverage on him. Great play. Good job. They thought it was over. They thought they were going to get the ball back for the Lions. Rams still are ready to score some more points.
Gain of 25, and I think one more first down is going to do it. Actually, they're going to mark it at the 32 and call it a gain of 24.
And good job by Landon. He did a great job getting that ball right where only he could catch it.
And just really, a high point on the catch there for Lockard is here up the middle. The handoff goes to number 10, James Nolder. And he's going to push the pile forward, gain of 1.
James Nolder, the ball.
And you know what? Even though that we have all these second and third string linemen in there, I've been seeing some pancakes by some of these young ninth graders on starters tonight already. So, man, you want to talk about guys coming up who are already good players? Man, watch out for these kids in a couple years.
Nolder off to the sideline. Back into the backfield is Christian Dunlap. Landon Bingham still in at quarterback. 3 wide receivers. Dunlap will be the sidecar to the right in the shotgun snap. And hand it off to Dunlap, and defensive line had some nice penetration there for Orange. And Dunlap only going to get to the 34. He's going to lose 3 on that one.
I'd like to see Hester get in and see him do some things. He's also a really good player.
Actually, they're going to mark it at the 35, so loss of 4. 3rd and 12 upcoming. Maybe long 12. Now they put 3rd and 13 up on the board. Ball on the 35 as we are inside 2 minutes on this running S&K Painting fourth quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard reads 49-14 in favor of the Mineral Ridge Rams, looking to go to 2-0 here on the young season. Handoff up the middle. Christian Dunlap, the ball carrier, gets to the 32 on a gain of 3. Going to call it 4th and 10.
I'm going to tell you what, I saw Christian Dunlap lay a hit on a player from Lowellville last season in the 8th grade season, and he took his helmet off. You want to talk about taking somebody behind the woodshed? He took him 10 miles behind the woodshed.
As there is now 1 minute remaining on that S&K Painting fourth quarter clock. Ridge unfortunately going to have to snap the ball one more time. Bingham in the shotgun. Brings Silak in motion. Going to hand it off to Dunlap. Makes a man miss, but then gets hauled down in the backfield as number 5, Russell Ty, up in run support, and that's going to turn it over on downs.
Russell Ty has had a good game tonight. We've seen him make a lot of open field tackles tonight, even against the first teamers for the Rams. I've been impressed with him. He's a sophomore. He's going to do some good things in the next couple years for the Lions.
So gain of 1 there for Dunlap. Ball goes over on downs, and once it's spotted, they start winding the clock. 1 more snap, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. Seaman still in at quarterback for the Lions. 10 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle.
They're going to try their best to get some points out of this.
And there they reset the play clock. Actually, they stopped the play clock. They're just going to let Orange get off 1 more play here as we tick toward 10 seconds. Low snap, and Seaman gets it to Dowdell. They blow the whistle prematurely. I did not think Seaman had that ball covered, but they blow it dead, and that is going to do it.
Wow.
Your final score here from Lewis Black Stadium in Pepper Pike, Ohio. The Mineral Ridge Rams 49 and the Orange Lions 14. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes and then come back for the postgame show. You are listening to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at justicedairycove.com to see our menu. At Justice Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years. With 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy, and as always, go Rams.
Now back to the BADURIK'S Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Lewis Black Stadium, Pepper Pike, Ohio. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network. Your final score here tonight as we check that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. Mineral Ridge 49 and the Orange Lions 14. See if I can get my notes in order. Okay, so let's get your scoring recap from the game. Opening play from scrimmage. Owen Shingeldecker with a 61-yard pass to Ian Erb for the touchdown. 7-0 Mineral Ridge. A 5-yard touchdown run for Ian Erb. 14-0 Mineral Ridge. A 5-yard run for Jacob Russell. 21-0 Mineral Ridge. A 36-yard pass for Orange from Alex Ford to Eli Robinson to get the Lions on the board. 21-7. A 1-yard touchdown run for Ian Erb. 28-7 Mineral Ridge. And then a 1-yard touchdown run for Alex Ford. 28-14 Ridge. And then just before halftime, a 4-yard touchdown run for Ian Erb, 35-14 at halftime. A 17-yard jet sweep for Brady Balestrino makes it 42-14. And then a 17-yard touchdown run for Ian Erb makes it 49-14. Starts our running clock, and that wrapped up the scoring for the game. Matt, what a performance by the Mineral Ridge Rams. I don't want to call it a bounce-back game because obviously they did get the win last week, but obviously Brian Shaner is going to be very pleased with this performance.
I think he's going to be extremely pleased with his coaches when they go early tomorrow morning to watch the game film, because let's be honest, last week, Pie Valley played maybe the best game they've played in decades. The target was on the back of the Rams last week, and Pie Valley was out to get them. They did not play especially well in terms of how Coach Shaner and Coach Allen and the rest of the staff, get their team ready. So they definitely took their boys. They lovingly, I'll say lovingly, took them behind the woodshed and said, we are going to correct some things. They did everything correctly. And man, it could not have really gone much better with exception to maybe 2 or 3 plays. They just played lights out phenomenally. The offensive and defensive lines were lights out. All 3 phases, special teams, offense, defense, just crushed the Lions. They did not expect this to happen to them, obviously, tonight after having that big win against Beechwood last week. You just can't say anything but just fabulous play by the Rams, and we look forward to next week to the next game.
Next weekend will be against St. Thomas Aquinas in Louisville, but before we get to that, we need to select our players of the game. Matt, can you go ahead and explain that for us?
Yeah, every week we have our players of the game, and we have certain businesses that are sponsors for that. And sponsors for that are very special people to us. And it is Colleen Moore Photography, Belleria Pizza of Niles, Select Sportswear of Niles, and of course, you have the channel here that just does a little football on the side. So what we are going to do is announce these players. I'll let you announce the offensive player if you would like.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that with his 5 touchdowns, Ian Erb is the offensive player of the game.
And, defensively, we had some guys that did some great things, but there was one player for me that really stood out the entire game, and that was number 44, Preston Holbrook, a sophomore, a running back and a linebacker who just was a magnet to the ball. Every time I saw him, he was around the ball. He had so many great plays defensively. I was so overly just blown away by his play. So congratulations to both Erb and to Holbrook. They did an amazing job.
And we're going to have to catch up with them probably on Monday to get them their shirts as the team quickly off to the locker room here at Orange High School. So, Matt, before we end it, any final thoughts?
I have one last thing I just wanted to throw out there. We have a special award that's going to be given at the end of the year. It's called the Beast Lineman of the Year Award, and that is going to be available to any lineman for any game that you and I call this year. So if you are a lineman, play your butt off. And if you impress us all season, you may be the winner of that award. You'll see a lot more of that on social media as we go. But I just want to say congratulations to the whole team, coaching staff, everybody, players, water boys, to the band. This was a whole program win, and they just played phenomenally. Congratulations.
Next Friday night, the Mineral Ridge Rams head to St. Thomas Aquinas in Louisville to take on the Knights. Pregame show starts at 6:45 here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network. For my partner in crime up here in the booth, Matt Emsch, I am Matt Lipsack. Thank you for tuning in tonight, everybody. One more time, your final score on that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard: Mineral Ridge 49 and Orange 14. We will catch you next Friday night from Louisville. Sound out. Fade to black.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport